Ellsworth site. 775 Pawnee Rock and K-Link are now linked.
There you go, you got it. Well, I got to get back over to the other radio, but got the scanner going. I hear you every once in a while. It's real big, yell and scream, we might hear you. Got to get back, KS0LNK. This is WA0KUN checking in for storm chasing and storm spotting at this time. WA0KUN in Hays, Kansas.
K0WPM, we're mobile.
KB0RSK, we're mobile too, but we're pulling into Walmart in Salina.
For you, they got a tornado over in Osborne County on the ground.
I know, and it's moving pretty fast, and I think they said maybe heading this direction, so we better keep our ears and eyes open, huh?
Well, I'm talking about moving northeast out of that county straight west of us almost, and so that one won't bother you, but you may have something else down that way earlier, or you may know of something already I don't.
No, I think we're talking about the same one. I think we'll just kind of take our time before we come home this afternoon.
There's a pretty good line of stuff running east and west across down through there, so I imagine it's going to be quite a bit of rain in certain places anyway.
Well, we've been having fun. We've been looking at motorcycles and everything else this morning, so we've had a lot of fun. I think we're going to get a few things here and then head across to Applebee's probably.
And you are having fun. I sent you an email this morning.
Alrighty, I'll check it when I get home.
Okay, well, whatever. Just wanted to let you know, because I figured you probably didn't get into that too much. You're so busy, you know.
No, I've kind of gotten to where I do Facebook more often, but don't do the emails too often. Well, we're about ready to go in, so I'll let you go. KB0RSK. We'll talk to you later.
RSK, thanks for the holler back. Appreciate it. 73s, have a great one. Don't buy everything in Salina. Leave me something. K0WPN, we're monitoring.
This is WA0KUN. Just wondering what that storm is doing up there in Osborne with that tornado warning at this time.
You know, I'm on the dam at Glen Elder, W0KRP, and it's just moving almost straight north, it looks like. Real low cloud base, Cocker City on west, but I can't really see anything.
Affirmative. They were down here in Hays, Kansas, so we were just kind of wondering what it was kind of doing up there in the Osborne area there, because I know they had a tornado on the ground there earlier, so we will be monitoring as well down here, and we'll be out and around the Hays area this evening. WA0KUN.
WA0KUM from W0 Kilowatt Romeo Tango, and we'll be moving.
According to KX, the wall cloud looks like it was 2 miles northeast of Downs.
This is WA0KUN. This is WA0KUN. I was just wondering, do we have any spotters down towards the Loretta area in Ellis County, or up there towards the Rush Center at this time?
This is KB0RWI for anybody up in the Saline County area. If you could give us any reports back towards the National Weather Service in Wichita, please call KB0RWI.
KB0WRI, this is KB0PSN. I'm up here on the west side of Salina. As of right now, we're getting some heavier rain showers, about 29 to 30 mile an hour winds. That's it right now.
Okay, I just got a call from one of the guys down here. He said it looks like there's a cell about 15 to 20 miles southwest of Salina that looks like it's spinning like a top, so you might want to just keep an eye on it, and I am going to be calling the Weather Service to let them know as well. Can you copy that last little bit, Jordan? They did issue a tornado warning. You said Saline County. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'm in the room now, so I'll go ahead and send out a notification. I'm behind the 8-ball now. Need a little bit and I'll be logged in and I'll send that out.
Yep, this is W0HGJ.
HGJ, go ahead.
I saw on GR level they just put that tornado warning up there. I can read you what it's saying.
Hey, go ahead.
Kent, it says the National Weather Service in Wichita has issued a tornado warning for Russell County and central Kansas until 1:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 1:10 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located located 6 miles southwest of Russell and moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Hazard is developing tornado with dollar-size hail. Source radar indicated rotation. Impact significant house and building damage. And it goes on with wind information. Does K-Link reach up to Russell? It does. We have not heard yet from the National Weather Service on activating Skywarn in Russell, but it looks like we probably should.
Sending an email right now, and I can't fit all of that in. I'll just go ahead and find that warning, and or if you can say it again, I'll type it as fast as I can.
Can you get to your email? I'll cut and paste it and email it to you.
Contact.
Go ahead, contact.
C0GZM in Russell.
Hey, this is KD0PSN. Just saw a report off one of my friends. He goes, Weather Watcher 3, west of Russell on I-70, says potential tornado completely rain mapped with less than quarter-mile visibility.
Andrew, UJQ Mobile.
Hey, Kent, this W0HTJ. You want to fire up and be net control here on the NARC net? Sounds like it's best if you do.
Okay, I'll be here until we have something down here. So, yeah, go ahead and fire me that email so I can get it sent off.
KC0GZM, Andrew, UJQ. Are you still there, Tom?
This is WA0KUN. Over here at Walker Avenue and getting heavy rain and about 30-40 mile per hour winds. WA0KUN.
KC0GZM, Andrew, UJQ. Are you still there, Tom?
Hey, Russell has been activated. Okay, circulation just tightened north 7 miles northwest of Russell, according to the National Weather Service.
KC0GZM, Andrew, UJQ. Tom, are you still listening out there in Russell?
0JQ, KC0GZM.
Yeah, did you have traffic? I heard you call in and nobody acknowledged you.
Just was indicate the sirens were activated here in Russell.
Okay, all right. What's the weather like there in town?
It's raining, and I'm in the basement, but I just peeked out a minute ago, and a little windy, but not bad, and raining.
Okay, thanks.
KC0GZM.
UJQ.
Copied that. This is KD0RWI, and I have relayed to the Weather Service.
FYI, my location is basically I-70 and 281, within a block or two of those two locations. KC0GZM, Tom and Russell.
All right, everybody in Russell County, I'm trying to get the National Weather Service on board to monitor directly, so keep the information flowing if you can. KB0RWI.
AC power failure, Russell site.
Somebody's trying to repeat her. Go ahead.
Do we have anybody at the National Weather Service monitoring our radio yet? We're both in chat, and I've asked him to turn on the radio and monitor 6-1, so chances there he's legal to transmit, so there should be somebody there to answer. Can I be relieved of leaving the radio?
And he's asking if you needed to be relieved, or why were you asking?
No, I'm just trying to get somebody at the Weather Service to monitor directly so I don't have to type in all this stuff that I am.
This is KR0L. I'm going to be available in about 20 minutes to type in stuff as needed as well. Roger that, Jordan. Andrew, UJQ.
0EJQ, KC0GZM.
Go ahead, Tom.
Forgot, do we have a power failure alarm on our repeaters? I think I heard AB0UO power fail.
Yes, you did, and I have not heard it clear yet.
USL, thanks. KC0GZM.
Okay, we definitely need to get somebody out to the Weather Service. I don't think they're wanting to monitor the radios at all.
K0JWH and 0UJQ, Jordan.
Go ahead, Harvey.
Yeah, we're having internet trouble or something. You're kind of breaking up. I just wondering if are you out on the road or what? Okay, Andrew, UJQ.
Jago.
And this is Harvey. At the moment, they haven't requested us at the National Weather Service. We'll keep using NWS chat until requested. W0HTJ.
Okay, yeah, Chance just said they didn't even want to turn the radio on, so that's where we're at.
N0EJQ, KC0GGM.
Go ahead, Tom.
They notified the emergency manager that we had a power fail on the ham repeater out there. I asked him if he had any of his equipment that notified of a power failure, and he said absolutely not. So may monitor this here and relay information if that power clears itself. Yes, Al?
Yep, you'll hear it. It'll be fine on battery. I'm sure it'll last several hours.
What I'm curious about is the county's equipment out there is on backup batteries. I don't know how long they'll last. That was my concern, QSL.
Yep, okay. And just for information, I'm going to get out and eat a quick lunch here in North Salina, N0UJQ.
I didn't know if you got the Lincoln County tornado warning or not, Justin. I was just letting you know. They just kicked it out over KHP, KC0LNK.
Yeah, it's probably just that northwest corner where that's going to be moving through. So, anyway, okay, thanks. N0UJQ.
AUF from N7J-YS. How's your weather up there in Salina? We're heading that way from Russell Day.
All I'm seeing is strong south winds and solid overcast. I just got on I-70 there at Abilene, so I can't tell you very much. In addition to what I'm seeing here, I'm right at the Solomon exit right now.
Good. From the tornado all the way up through Lucas and Luray, so we're quite west of that yet, but was just curious. We're heading that way. Wanted to know how the weather was. So thank you, sir. Appreciate it. N7J-YS Mobile.
This is KD0PSN. I'm up here on the west side of Salina. Just getting bouts of rain and winds around 20 to 30. Nothing else really.
K0JWH is back in the vehicle.
Yeah, I would imagine probably by the time we hit the road and get out that way, it'll probably be all cleared up.
You'll be okay, Eric. K0WPM. Mike Slidell from the Weather Channel sitting in the Wichita Weather Office, so we're going to be good.
Well, that's good to know. We'll be standing by. N7J-YS Mobile. Russ.
He's an amateur radio operator. He needs to slide over and start talking on the radio.
He passed me on the way down this one. I swung over near the lane, worried him a little bit. That was SRP.
All right, all stations on the link, we do have the Wichita National Weather Service on board, so if we can keep all reports to criteria or severe weather reports, that would help them a great deal to keep the radio on and continue to monitor us. KB0 RWI.
KD0LWX monitoring.
All right, and I'll recognize K0FNI and KD0LWX is also monitoring.
Net control KD0HTF is monitoring.
Russell, thanks a lot. We don't have anything here, but looks like it's all sliding off to the northwest. Thanks for being there. It sounds like John's getting closer to being in the area again.
This is KD0PSN. I'm one of those that's responding from Lincoln County. We're northbound on 135 here, past mile marker 160. Ever since we left the interchange on 135 and 70, it's pretty much been heavy rain all the way through.
KD0PSN, N0UJQ. Are you going to stay in Saline County, or are you headed somewhere?
Did you need me to stay in Saline County? I can. I'm up, following the other guy up here. We're just going northbound to Minneapolis Raceway right now, but if you need me to stay down there in Saline County, I can backtrack.
It's totally at your discretion. The Wichita Weather Service, I guess, is monitoring here, and they just asked that all reports on here should meet severe criteria. They don't want anything less than that. So just wanted to pass that along. N0UJQ.
Okay, let me clarify. That's just me wanting to keep them monitoring us. So random regular traffic's okay, but we need to keep in mind that they are monitoring, and any extraneous communications might get us tuned off. So I'm just wanting to keep us in the loop. So thanks, everyone. KB0RWI.
This is K0JWH. Just looking at the radar here, just for everybody listening, especially those in Russell County, keep your
keep your head on a swivel within a couple hours. It looks like there's a cell as of right now that's northwest of Dodge City. And if it stays on its current track, it looks to enter Russell County, like I said, within the next few hours. Currently, it is tornado warned there in Dodge City. And it's moving northeast. I'm not sure of the speed. Also, there's a cell that's tracking towards it's southwest of Greensburg. It's tracking towards Greensburg right now, and looks like it could, if it stays on its current track, it looks like it could impact Great Bend. So stations in those areas, please pay attention. This thing definitely isn't over, as Kent said. K0JWH.
N0UJQ, KB0RWI. I don't know whether, I haven't heard anybody mention it, but it looks like there's a tornado warning in Mitchell County and something headed kind of towards Concordia.
Yeah, I was kind of watching that. I don't know that I'd ever be able to get up there in time, and I'm kind of wanting to hang around a little further south because I think I don't think this is the main round. I think it's yet to come.
Yeah, I was just letting people up north know that that's all I wanted to pass on. It looks like it moved out of Russell and is continuing to travel northeast. So just passing that on. KB0RWI.
All right, thanks, N0UJQ.
N0UJQ, KD0IRW.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just about to the raceway headed north on 35. Don't think I'll be able to make it up to Concordia. Do you know how fast that's moving?
I don't. I can check, though.
Last report on public radio is between 45 and 60 miles an hour is how fast things are moving. Fast enough that nobody will catch them unless they get run over by them. KC0NER.
I agree with Jay. Last time I checked, storm motion today is supposed to be around 55 miles an hour.
All right, sounds good. I'll just keep going north here and see what happens. KD0IRW.
Yeah, they did cancel the tornado warning for Lincoln County, so I don't think they have an active tornado warning on that cell. So yeah, if you do have some, let us know.
WB0SRP and 0UJQ.
Yeah, go ahead, Justin. WB0SRP.
We're just going to check and see if he's made it home yet.
No, I'm not home yet. I'm 2 miles from the Clyde County line, I think.
Okay. Everything going okay?
It's going fine. I come through some pretty heavy rain over this side of Clay Center and run out of it. Now it's starting to rain again.
There's some heavier stuff in the Delphus area that kind of spread to the east, and hopefully it doesn't get too serious.
Well, if it ain't moving too fast, maybe I can beat it.
It's all moving fast. Everything's going northeast at about 50 to 55.
Okay, well, probably get to Meltville by the time it hits. Pull in the car wash, I guess. Thanks, Justin. WB0SRP Mobile.
PM, you got anybody in the Tipton, Cocker City area? There seems Wichita radar indicates tornado in that area. One of the TV stations down there at K0WPM.
I don't think we have anybody over there unless we've got chasers listening.
0KRT, K0WPM.
Kurt, are you on duty out there on the dam?
Hey, KRT, this is N0UJQ. If you're over there by Cocker, you really ought to go to the Osborne repeater on 147.375, and it's got a tone of 131.8, I believe. That's a lot closer to you. You're hardly readable on this Minneapolis machine. Yeah, if you can make it into that Osborne one, you ought to be full quieting into that one.
0ZKB, KB0QZT Mobile. 0QZT, KA0ZKB. Tornado warning, Eastern Osborne County, they just said.
Yeah, right here in Cocker City, KB0QGT, KA0ZKB here. Yeah, just here in Cocker City, calm winds and moderate rain. You know, kind of behaving like a late afternoon thunderstorm would. Apparently they got some rotation down around about the Tipton vicinity. They've been reporting power poles down along 14 between Lucas and Luray.
Hey, QSL, you might, if you can, you might try relaying that to the weather service. They kind of want to know, any hail or any damage down there, if you haven't already.
Wichita's station. It's got their Vampire 3D running, and they got rotation in the storm about halfway between Tipton and Glen Elder right now. So I'm going to switch back and see if I can get hold of them. And that guy was supposed to check in. Is that Whiskey Whiskey Victor or Whiskey Whiskey Delta? The weather service up there, Hastings, that's W0WWV, Whiskey Whiskey Victor. W0 WWV. All right, I got it. I'm going to QSY back to 610 and kind of give her a brief rundown. All right, I'm going to QSY back to 610. KE0ZKB. Hey, QSL. Yeah, I got the dual VFOs in this thing, so I can monitor 375 too if you want to holler at me. KE0QG T-Mobile. You're on the house, I can do the same thing. I just haven't done it. All right.
This is KD0PSN, just letting you guys know I just see a report here 1 mile south of Tipton. They're reporting a tornado rain wrap 1.5 miles south of Tipton. And emergency management report some tin taken from the building in the same general area.
W0KRT, this is K0WPM. Wichita radar has the tornado going into the Glen Elder area, Cocker City area, and they're telling people to take refuge. Take shelter, K0WPM. That tornado is about 5 miles southwest of Glen Elder at this time. They're showing us here on the television station, K0WPM.
You know, looking at the size of that cell over there by Glen Elder, I can't believe how big that thing is.
What TV station that is down there? Jay's talking about it on there. It's about 5 miles southwest of Glen Elder there, I think. That's what he said. K0WPM.
Hey, N0UJQ, check out that news MD that just came out. Talks about that cell.
Okay, I'll give it a look. N0UJQ.
K0WPM, W0KRT, mobile.
You still there, Bill?
0UJQ, go ahead. I was just changing channels here to the weather channel, see what they got around Concordia, over.
Well, you got a cell just right south of you. It looks pretty strong. Going to be moving to the northeast. It'll probably hit out there about where Ed is, but Kurt was giving you a call just now.
I'm sorry, it thundered here about 5 minutes ago, and now it's pouring down, so I was going to change channels, see what was going on in the Concordia area, over.
Okay, I'll let him talk to you. N0UJQ.
0WPM, go ahead.
0WPM, W0KRT, mobile.
You're unreadable. Just well forget it. K0WPM.
N0UJQ, that business RP.
Go ahead.
Truck and trailer secured in the shop.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, that business RP.
N0UJQ.
Hey, Justin, does Pawnee Rock have a pretty good footprint to the south?
That's unknown. I would guess 30 miles, but I don't know.
Okay. I'm moving west. I got the Sterling repeater full quieting, but I'm crossing US 50 and K14 westbound on US 50 here, so I'm gonna switch over every once in a while and just try to figure it out, because I know I'll start losing Sterling here within the next about 10 or 20 miles.
If I remember right, I think it's pretty good through Kindley, and I'm not sure how much further south.
Okay, thanks.
I'm over here at St. John, so looks good over here so far. W0 AZA.
Wow, very, very powerful rotation, so east of Jetmore.
KRT, what's your location now?
3 miles south. Very low flat place, flew over and headed east. Very high wind.
I copied 3 miles south. Now, what was the reference point?
Glen Elder.
Okay. Do you have 440 capability?
That's negative, not on this unit.
Okay, that time was better. Are you able to hit the Osborne repeater, or do you know?
No, sir. I got your transmission, but I do not have the tone program. I wasn't aware from the registry that there was one.
Okay. All right. So I guess that's as good as we can do. You're just really noisy, and part of it's a problem with the repeater.
If possible, you might report the NWS. Very heavy intermittent rain, and that was cloud base clear of the ground that passed through here.
Okay, thanks.
N0EAJ Mobile.
Go ahead, EAJ.
Open your mic. Your audio is pretty low compared to everybody else. That was Rick Apple Juice. His name is correct. And trees on about 30 miles out. And yeah, this stuff is
Hey, Jay, you were broken.
Your audio's pretty low.
Yeah, you're over deviating a little bit, and you're dropping the receiver out there. You're cutting in and out.
I can't figure out how to shut the compressor off on the 706. You're absolutely right. Hope this is a little bit better. I heard a twister touch down in Russell. Any news on that?
I think there was one sighted just east of Russell. There wasn't anything in the town.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious because I am heading to Kansas City. Of course, you know. If there's weather, I'm going to drive right into it, of course. Yeah, home QTH is Denver, but I grew up in KC, so just kind of curious. Thanks very much. W0EAJ Mobile, Ogalla.
By the way, the audio is 1,000% better with the compressor off. Thanks. N0UJQ.
Appreciate the heads up. Thank you.
KR0L, go ahead.
I was just kind of in and out of the room there. Did I hear reports, any reports of lowering or something that needed to be relayed?
The fella, Kurt up there, I think he said he's 3 miles south of Glen Elder, and he said the cloud base was practically on the ground when it went by him there.
Okay, do you know his call sign?
I did right until you asked me.
W0KRT, W0KRT.
All right, thank you. I'm trying to determine if this is in the Wichita or Topeka National Weather Service office area before I make any relay here.
That one is actually Grand Island.
Okay, well, good enough. In that case, I will not be relaying. KR0L.
This is KD0PSN. Just saw a report that tornado is now going through below 8.
W0KRT.
W0KRT, N0UJQ, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Clearing out. Clearing out to the east. Moving to the east from my position 4 miles south. Kind of clearing up here.
Roger that, thanks.
0KRT, is that power level better?
It's still noisy, but it's partially just a problem on the repeater.
Copy. W0KRT,
N0UJQ.
RSJ, RSK, K0WPM. Radar indicated out of Wichita that there's a tornado in the Cortland, Kansas area, and you're to be cautioned on that and take necessary steps. K0WPM, we're clear.
I copy that, Bill. Thank you. KP0RSJ. I've got some grandkids there at home. They already went to the basement. There's sounding sirens there. So we're keeping in contact with them by phone. But thanks a lot, KP0RSJ. K0JWH, I think I doubled with RSJ. I just was checking. How are my signals?
You're good, Jordan.
Okay, the antenna must be on the north side of the tower or something, because I'm getting the repeater full quieting again.
Well, I think it's clear to the very top, but I'm not sure.
KP0RSJ, KP0RSJ, N0XGL. KP0RSJ, go ahead, N0XGL. Yeah, I'm just coming out to the highway up here on the Rock Road. Where are you at? We left Salina just a little bit ago, so we're on our way home. Roger. Okay, we just have light rain here right now, but sounds like we got one over west of us a little bit coming towards Belleville, so. Yeah, we've got Hannah, Melody, and Garrett at our house. Melody, Michael, and Hannah, they're in the basement right now. Yeah, Roger. Yeah, we talked to them a little bit ago on the phone and told them to be listening in and go to the basement, so. Okay, thank you. KP0RSJ. N0XGL, stand by.
K0JWH, N0UJQ.
Go ahead.
I'm just curious, what's your outdoor air temperature down there?
That I don't know. It's, I can say it's a little bit more humid.
Okay, I've got right at 70 up here. I'm just 4 miles west of Minneapolis. I'm going to head out here a little ways. But looks like you got quite a cell down there you're following.
Yeah, radar indicated weak rotation directly to my west, but it looks like it's recycling and kind of reforming back to the south, kind of rejoining some other junk down there, so we'll see if it takes shape.
Sounds good.
Oh, easy. mobile monitoring southwest Ellis County.
K0KWH, yep. Sorry, from the clouds directly west of my location. Just entering the county wherever it is.
There was a lot of noise on you that time, Jordan. Try again. You might move a little bit. Sounds like you're out working today, Tim.
Luckily, I chose today off and have to work tomorrow.
Oh, you going to be out spotting then, or?
I'm going to go down here, south of my house, around the Pfeiffer area, and see what this other one coming up out of Rush County does. I think it's going to miss. I think it's going to come straight out of Rush County and into Russell, though.
Okay. Well, we'll appreciate it if you can be there. Zero UJQ.
We've had enough rain here, Justin, that if it does move, if it does move that way, I've got a lot of miles to travel to try and stay behind it. So I don't know how much good I'll be.
Okay.
I don't know, Justin, if you've heard or if it matters, but they did have a farmstead east of Loretta, which would be right on the Russell-Barton County line, that sustained some damage earlier today.
I hadn't heard that. I kind of assumed we must have lost some power poles because I think the Russell repeaters are still all on battery.
We lost a bunch of them up north of Russell and up into Lucas and Luray. Last I heard, they were still blocking the road with power poles down.
I don't know if Russell County has any provisions for getting a generator to run that site or not.
I thought at one time they were tied in with Nextech's generator, but that might be... I might have been wrong.
Evidently not the ham stuff, because we're still on battery there.
I don't remember. It's been too long since I've been in that building, so. But anyway, I'll get off here. Like I say, I'm just going to come down here and be stationary on the hill right north of Pfeiffer. So we'll, if anything comes up, I'll holler.
Okay, thanks. And 0UJQ.
80 EZQ.
Jordan, I think that was you, but you weren't into the repeater. N0UJQ.
N0UJQ, KB0RSJ.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought I'd let you know, Larry and I are working on Republic County, maybe getting a backhoe from them for that Norway site. So I just thought I'd throw that out to you. I'll let you know what happens.
Oh, that'd be good. Let me know.
Okay. Do you know how far we have to dig on that, approximately?
Hold on just a second, Marlon. Whoever said Pawnee Rock, go ahead. I guess they're not there anymore. Marlon, I think we're gonna, it's probably gonna be around 4 feet, and it's not gonna be I can't remember how long of a trench it's gonna be. The trench part of it won't be any more than just a couple of feet, I don't think, but where we're gonna put the manhole, we'll probably want it like 4 feet or so.
K0GW. Thanks a lot. KB0RSJ.
Okay, thanks, Marlon. Go ahead, Jordan.
There's something wrong with the link audio on the Pawnee Rock repeater, so I'm a little bit closer. Didn't know if I'd be coming through on this or not.
Okay, yeah, that time I could hear you, so you're having trouble hearing us back that way?
Well, the Pawnee Rock repeater itself is full quieting. The Hoisington repeater drops off south of US 50. I'm just about 2 miles east of Belpre, and I'm just kind of watching it right now. I had a funnel that I had to report, and I wasn't getting through on Pawnee Rock, so I had to jump on the Canocla.
Okay, alrighty. Yeah, I really don't know what our coverage is like off of Pawnee Rock down that far south.
Yeah, in most places I was okay. I was kind of going on a side road when I was going westbound, so it was kind of in and out, but for the most part, like now, it's full quieting, but it's just there's something wrong with something off with the link audio. It just could be the condition.
Is it staticky, or what's the problem with it?
It almost sounds like somebody's on a handy-talkie, and it's just not quite making the repeater, but the repeater to me is full quieting.
Okay, that's good to know. Thanks. Jordan, are you still on? Answer UJQ.
KB0RWI, KB0RWI, W0HGJ.
Go ahead.
Enter, you watching the tornado alerts that they just threw one in Russell and Barton? Are they still activated?
Yeah, it's Russell. I'll go ahead and do that, but I did do Barton.
Good move. It looks like Russell actually is in one, and Barton is just south, getting ready to pop up. And potentially Rice, based on what I'm looking at. Are you seeing the graphics?
Yes, thanks for the heads up. I'm doing those and trying to word them as they come up. So thanks a lot, Harvey.
You're doing a good job. Thanks a lot. I'll be popping in and out, taking a look. This is W0HGJ.
Anybody got any idea what kind of winds or what that one down around Great Bend, KG0PB?
No idea on the wind, but we know it's moving northeast at 45.
Okay, the storm team 12. Storm team 12 I brought up on my little Android says 35, 45, so a couple hours maybe.
I don't know, but it's until 4:45, but we'll just have to see what goes on, because it looks like it has one right behind it.
Yeah, it looks like the first one's got hail and the one behind us got the high winds. I'm sitting here in Salina. I'll let some people know they might want to batten some stuff down.
Yeah, I just alerted Barton, and I need to get to Russell. KB0RWI.
Thanks for the information, KG0PB.
Yeah, I was wondering if you knew about that shell on the ground by Galatia heading towards Russell, KD0PSN. Also, I've been telling people here in Salina about that storm coming up by Great Bend and Greensburg area, too.
Yeah, you say there's one on the ground out there?
Yeah, I heard it go through the Russell PDP-25 digital system. They were being told there's a trail on the ground by Galatia there.
Okay, I'll let them know. 45 miles an hour. I think we're looking at maybe a couple of hours before it hits us here in Salina, maybe.
North of Galatia, and then a little bit west, and I see absolutely nothing in the storm structure even resembles a tornado or anything rotating.
Yeah, let's hope it's just a scary looking cloud then, right?
There's nothing that I can see, not very much rain at all, and clear skies on north and west of me. I'm going to go a little bit farther east, but there's nothing here that even resembles anything severe.
Okay, I got a delivery truck out around Russell, and he says he's only doing about 20 to 30 miles an hour. It's best he can do right now with the rain and whatnot. I'll let y'all get back to it. I'm just sitting here on my lunch break. This is KG0PB.
AC power restored. Russell site.
This is KR0L. Just wanted to pass along that the tornado warning for northwestern Barton and Russell counties has been canceled. National Weather Service says the storm which prompted the warning is weakened below severe limits and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. KR0L. Here is KR0L. Tornado warning has been issued for southeastern Barton County and western Rice County till 5:15. At 4:31, they are saying there was now indication on radar of a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado near Hudson, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Expecting also potential for golf ball sized hail. KR0L.
KD0PSN for that warning you're just talking about. I'm looking on that Spire Network tornado reports here, and about 4:23 there was a tornado on the ground, rain wrapped.
Kilo Delta Zero Papa Foxtrot Nancy, I think it was. You're reporting a tornado was on the ground, rain wrapped, reported on Spotter Network at 4:23. Is that correct?
That's correct. One at 4:23 and at 4:27. Eric Kelly and Tyler, it looks like.
Okay. And Kelly and Tyler, are those names of towns out there, or can you give me some more detail on what that location was?
John, N0UJQ.
Go ahead, Justin.
I don't believe you need to submit those because they're already on Spotter Network. I think he's reading secondhand information there just to let people listening on the radio know, but I don't think you need to send it down to the Weather Service. They've already got it.
That is correct. I just letting you know, see you read out the warning with the warning didn't talk about the report yet, so I just want to let people know on the radio.
0EJQ, KC0GZM.
Go ahead, Tom.
I hear the power restore QSL.
Yes, it did. About 10 minutes ago.
QSL, thanks. KC0GZM.
N0UJQ. KR0L, N0UJQ. John, I'm not sure if we have anybody with Skywarn listening in McPherson County. If you got some way to get the word out to those guys, this storm out in Barton County looks like it's going to eat right through the middle of McPherson County in about probably an hour and a half, so those guys need to have a heads up.
All right, will do. Yes, some of them may be monitoring here right now, and I can also get into their club repeater over there. Stan, WD0EUF, did you copy?
This is WD0EUF, and yeah, I'm watching on WeatherTap, that system that's straight south of Pratt, a few miles now, probably in the Sawyer community, I would guess, and that one does look like it's pretty much on a line for our county and moving fast.
This is KD0PSN. You're looking at that southern storm. We're talking the one that's northwest of that one.
One I'm seeing in the southeast corner of Barton County is pretty much going to miss McPherson County. It's more lined up to approach Salina, I would guess.
Well, it looked like that thing was going to try to turn right, so it just wanted to give you the heads up. I kind of had a feeling it was going to head for northern Matt County there.
Okay, well, we'll zoom in on both of those systems and monitor them real close as they get closer to the county. Thanks for the heads up, though. WD0EUF.
As far as gets that fear going north, WD0A today.
McPherson County that go out and spot in the northern part of McPherson County?
Really, we don't have but 3 other stations that have checked in on the 3-3 machine as being available for this afternoon. So, no, we don't have anyone up in that area. I'm going to make a landline here to KS0MAC. We'll put a plan together, and I may head that direction.
All right, thanks, Stan. Let me know what you guys come up with, and I just kind of take notes over here when people head out, or try to anyway, to have some idea of who's out there. Thanks, Stan. KR0L.
Okay.
Mobile, or stationary actually. Everything looks halfway decent here. It has got some lightning out southeast, but other than that, the west side is starting to clear up. KC0 SGQ.
KR0L, Andrew UJQ. We might have missed your last transmission there. The fair weather report stepped over the top of you, so I'm probably going to be headed down to southern Saline County, northern Matt County area to wait for that to come in, and I'll be working that one unless something looks like it's going to come up and hit Ottawa County, and then I'll have to move north.
All right, Justin, actually you may have missed Stan. He's going to make a couple phone calls and see what people that live in McPherson, if they have any plans to go out and spot, and he was thinking he might actually himself head to the same area that you're talking about. So he may be on the phone right now, but I'll just, I did hear that double happened there too.
All right, thanks, John. Enzura UJQ.
KROL, John. This is W0HTJ.
Yeah, W0HTJ is KR0L. Go ahead.
John, are you running a net on the 6-1 or on K-Link for this weather?
I don't know that we've formally called it, but I am happy to do so.
No, if Kent was still around, he was running a net earlier today. I'm seeing a lot of activity on National Weather Chat about the Barton and Rice, and probably need to send something out in case there's someone listening in those areas.
KBC0RW.
Kent?
Yeah, I'm sending those out preventatively before there's anything issued, and giving them a heads up.
I mean, you're sending out the text messages, Kent?
To radio folks, if they're up in the Rice or Barton County, to continue providing input. If it's not a formal net, I'd like to request any information. This is W0HTJ.
And John, go ahead and run the radio, and I'll keep sending out the Skywarn activation.
Will do. Thanks, everyone. And Harvey is right. There is a lot of activity being reported in the Ellenwood area, which is east of Great Bend along Highway 56. Lots of reports of rain-wrapped tornadoes over there, and so that's probably an area of intense interest right now. If there is anyone on frequency in Barton or Rice counties, or en route to Barton or Rice counties, please let us know. KR0L.
Well, here in southwest Rice County, 2 miles north of Raymond.
And I am pulling this up, you say 2 miles north of Raymond. What are you seeing over there?
Just a rain wall cloud, just the rain. I cannot see through the rain.
Okay, and from your vantage point, in what direction?
To the storm. I'm trying to stay on the back side, east of the storm.
All right, thank you. And for the report of rain, wall cloud cannot see through the rain, and 2 miles north of Raymond. And I did not catch your call. Could you give me your call?
RL.
Break. The station trying to report in the RL. You've got the wires function turned on your Yaesu radio. If you're on a handheld, I think you hold down the 0 key and it turns it off. If you're on one of the mobiles, you'll have to check which button that is to turn that off. But we're getting a touch tone, and then we're losing you the first 5 seconds of your audio.
KR0L, WD0EUF.
Go ahead, Stan. KR0L.
John, I did make contact with Vance, W0UB in Lindsborg, and he has eyes on the sky from the QTH and will be monitoring as that system slides up across the northwest corner of McPherson County, and he'll relay that information back down this direction on the 147.33. That's the only band he has capability on.
All right, Stan, I copy that. W0UB in Lindsborg will relay from his home QTH to 14733. I will try to monitor that frequency as well. I can monitor both at the same time, but there's a limit to how much I can multitask. So if you happen to hear him there and I don't acknowledge him, if you would relay that here on the K-Link, I would appreciate it.
Okay, John, sounds like a good plan. WD0EUF, clear.
Thanks, Stan, and at this point we have a new tornado warning issued for Kingman and Reno counties until 5:45 because at 4:55 p.m. 5 minutes ago, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 8 miles northeast of Sawyer, sighted by radar, and moving northeast at 45 miles per hour.
I saw the text message come through.
Is that RL station reporting from Raymond, or are you still there?
Yes, I am. I'm currently 2 miles north of Raymond.
Okay, yep, you're much better. Got rid of the touch tone that was coming in there. And is your condition changed any down there?
Your call sign, and have the conditions changed at all since your report a few minutes ago?
Kilo Delta Zero, India Radio Lima, KD0IRL, and I'm currently moving a mile south. I'll turn around and give you a report here.
KSL, thank you, sir. KR0L.
KD0IRL, can you repeat where exactly you are from Raymond again?
1 mile north of Raymond.
Roger that, thank you.
KD0IRL here north of Raymond, just low clouds, no tight rotation here that I can see.
QSL, thank you. KR0L.
And Skywarn has been activated in Reno and Kingman County.
KR0L, W0HTJ.
W0HTJ, go ahead, KR0L.
John, we may want to put a call out to anyone in Reno or Northwest Kingman to see if they can verify some of these other media reports that are coming in. They're seeing rotation, they're saying funnels developing, going up and down. Didn't know if we had anybody out there who could verify. W0HTJ.
All right, thanks. If anybody on frequency can report, please go ahead. So far, I think the person that's closest to that is KD0IRL, who's kind of on the south side of it all. And from his vantage point, he saw no rotation at this point.
He's referencing the northern storm, though. Harvey's talking about the south one.
Okay, pardon me. Thank you for that correction there, Justin. W0HTJ from KR0L. Hearing nobody here, I'm going to try and get into one of the Hutchinson repeaters and see if I can get anybody over there that might have something to report. KR0L.
KR0L, N0UJQ.
I believe he's off on another frequency, Justin. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just hang on, and when he shows up here, I'll catch him.
Switch out with him, but okay. KD0RWI.
KD0IRL, N0UJQ. Just checking up on you down there.
I'm making my way up towards the chase, and I really cannot see anything but rain at this time.
Okay. If you run into any debris or anything on your as you follow it up there, let us know. N0UJQ.
0IRL.
KD0RWI. The tornado warning for Barton and Rice County has been continued until 5:15, so it's about ready to be canceled. But a confirmed tornado was located near Raymond, moving northeast with observed hail of 1 3/4 inches. So that's a late report in and a late report out. But KV0RWI.
Harvey, if you're still monitoring, here's KR0L. I've made contact with folks in Hutchinson, and they did not have anybody in the southwest part of the county, but there are a few people in the city of Hutchinson standing by. If that thing tracks that direction, I can monitor Hutchinson repeater and take reports over there.
0L, this is W0HGJ, Harvey. Yes, if you can grab in the Hutchinson information and relay it to us, either myself or Kent, I can get it on the National Weather Service chat. They're really looking for folks to, from our community to either come up with new reports or to help verify what others are seeing. Thanks a lot for the help. This is W0HCJ.
Yeah, roger that, Harvey, and I'm in chat as well, so I will try and it may actually be easier for me to just put it in there directly rather than trying to hop across 2 repeaters. I can do that, but it takes a lot of mental energy to do so. So I'll make sure that it gets through one way or other, though. KR0L.
Hey, Unity, to either come up with new reports or to help verify what others are seeing. Thanks a lot for the help. This is W0HCJ.
Yeah, roger that, Harvey, and I'm in chat as well, so I will try and it may actually be easier for me to just put it in there directly rather than trying to hop across 2 repeaters. I can do that, but it takes a lot of mental energy to do so. So I'll make sure that it gets through one way or other, though. KR0L.
Hey, John, you got to weigh in with chat. First, take the shortest method to the National Weather Service. I didn't realize you had chat. This is W0HTJ. Thanks a lot.
KB0RWI with the correction to that last extension for Barton and Rice. That was extended till 5:45.
KR0L, N0UJQ.
Go ahead, KR0L here.
Just FYI, I'm coming up on Brookville in western Saline County, and I'm going to try to get in better position on this storm. It's in the Chase area. I just talked to Jordan on the phone. He's on the southern storm that you're talking about down there. He just he's not in range of a K-Link repeater right at the moment. He's going to get on Sterling when he can, but for now he's turning stuff in through eSpotter.
All right, QSL, he might actually be able to get on the Ken Okla repeater. Well, it depends on just how far west he is, but there's a Ken Okla one in Pratt. If you need me to look up frequency for him, I can.
He's on Ken Okla, and he says there's absolutely nobody over there listening to the repeaters.
That's sad. I can do that if we need to, but it sounds like if it's just him, it's probably not worth my effort since he's already in communication with you. But if you hear of somebody that is trying to report on one of those and nobody's taking them, I can get into that system as well.
Okay, just wanted to pass it along. He is on that storm, and he'll show up on frequency when he gets in range. N0UJQ.
Thanks, Justin. KR0L.
KR0L, WD EUF Mobile.
Go ahead, Stan. Here's KR0L.
For the McPherson County effort, KS0MAC Jeremy will be operating SNET control for the information coming in on 33 and handing that off to you here on K-Link. I am mobile and at your disposal. Do you want me to head for that northwest corner of McPherson County to monitor if that does slip over into our county at all?
Great. I'm glad Jeremy will be doing that. That will save me some effort there. And Justin, maybe you'd be the best person to answer Stan's question about where he ought to go.
Stan, I think if it were me, I would go west of McPherson to the road right around Conway that goes up towards Marquette, and I would probably station about 2 or 3 miles north of Conway along in there and kind of set up to where you can go north or south out of there.
NER.
Okay, I copy those instructions. I'll give you a call when I get there. I'm just on the west edge of McPherson right now.
And I heard NER check in. Go ahead.
Yeah, my wife's been listening to you. She says 5th Avenue is a good one to use.
And now for the south central Kansas area, we've been put under a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 p.m. And I am going to be relocating to Harvey County EOC. KB0 RWI.
KB0NHW Mobile, 15 miles east of Hutchinson on Highway 50. Could I be of some assistance? Over.
Harvey, are you on frequency? Did you hear that report, and do you have any specific instructions, or would you like me to have some instructions here?
KR0L, this is W0HGJ.
Hey, Harvey, we just had someone check in. He's on Highway 50. Man, I didn't write it down. 15 miles east of Hutchinson, I think he said. Call sign ending in MHW, and he was wondering if we had any suggestions for how he could be helpful.
That's a good question. If he goes west, he'll get that center storm. If he goes southwest, he'll be near the Kingman storm. He can pick whichever storm he wishes to dive in on. The Reno one is affecting our area right away. Don't want to really give the guy directions, though. By the way, John, I'm going to QSY over to the Can Okla, take care of Jordan and a couple others, at least for a while. And so if you need me, just pop me a message on independent chat. W0HTJ.
QSL, thanks, Harvey. MHW station, I never caught your full call. Did you copy that information, and does that answer your question?
This is KB0 November Hotel Whiskey. The name is Dennis. Aries, Skywarn out of Pleasant Hill. I'm 15 miles east of Hutchinson, and I'll go ahead and head towards Hutchinson to see if I can be of some help to you.
All right. Thank you, Dennis. We do appreciate it, and it looks like that storm might be impacting the Hutchinson area or maybe a little bit south of Hutchinson, so appreciate you checking in here. KR0L.
Well, we've got a tornado watch till 2 a.m. up here now, N0UJQ.
0UJQ, K0WPM. Clark County just went in a tornado watch till, I think, 2 a.m. or something like that, along with some other counties. I suppose you already know it, K0WPM.
I was going to say there's an echo in here. I said that 20 seconds ago.
Okay, I was frying hamburgers. K0WPM, we're gone.
Thanks, Bill.
This is KD0PSN. I moved down that Coronado Heights up here on top of the hill to do some spotting.
That ought to be a good spot right there.
KR0L, KB0RWI. Go ahead, Kent. Here's KR0L.
Yeah, I believe you were talking to several people. They just issued a tornado watch for south central Kansas until 2 a.m. So I believe that takes care of the corridor now.
Hell yeah, we've been, I think while you were en route that was being discussed, and man, it's a whole bunch of counties in Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas.
Did catch I am headed to the EOC.
QSL, I got that.
All right, I'll be clear and gone.
QSL, KR0L. Not quite sure if maybe you doubled with somebody. You can give it another try, KR0L. And the National Weather Service has continued the tornado warning. This was before the northern storm in Rice County, and still based on information that the severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was seen on radar moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Also going to report on the southern storm. It is now almost completely crossed over into Reno County. Also has reports from multiple sources of rotating wall cloud, possible funnel, or actual touchdown near Turon, which is in southwestern Reno County. KR0L.
M0 UJQ K0WBF Mobile.
Yeah, go ahead.
Justin, I'm working tonight on post, but I've got the radar on my laptop and Echo Link on the laptop, so I'll kind of watch and keep up with you guys on K-Link through the Echo Link.
Okay, sounds good.
This is KR0L. Do we have any spotters on frequency in Rice County? National Weather Service is wondering if you are seeing rotation. Any spotters in Rice County, please call KR0L.
KD0IRL, located 2 miles east of Chase, looking to the north, and there's weak rotation, horizontal rotation, but it ceased here. Still monitoring. Over.
No, thank you. And here's KR0L. We have a severe thunderstorm warning issued for Ellsworth, eastern Ellsworth County and western Saline County until 6:15. Primarily, this is issued due to the possibility of ping-pong-size hail. Also passing along, folks in Rice County, northwest McPherson, and Saline County need to watch that storm closely. It just ramped up big time. That is a direct quote from the National Weather Service. I hope you all are copying, and those of you that are out there, please make sure you stay safe.
This is KD0QEK. That's a good copy on the storm heading into Salina. Over.
QSL, yes, that is the storm we're talking about. However, it is still some distance away from Salina.
I don't have any Doppler capabilities right now. Is that storm going to go direct hit on Salina or to the west or east? Over.
Looking at the storm track here, little bit hard to say. I think that Salina is going to take a hit in some fashion. Whether it gets hit directly or if the storm passes to the south and the east, it's a little bit too far away yet for me to say with much certainty.
Copy that. I'm going to be staying on I-70 westbound, just east of Salina. Again, this is KD0QEK.
KR0L, N0UJQ.
All right, thank you, KD0QEK. Go ahead, Justin.
FYI, I've made it past Smolin. I'm on Burma Road, headed south towards Lindsborg. I was wondering if anybody's heard from Stan, if he's made it out there towards Conway yet.
This is WD0EUF Mobile, and I am north of Highway 56, just a half mile on 6th Avenue. That's the road that goes straight north into Marquette. And all I see from this location is some dark rain straight to the north, and basically I can see out from under the edge of the system looking west, and no definition back to my south out of that other system.
Okay, how many miles is it onto Marquette from where you're at there?
12 miles onto Marquette. We also have a spotter in Lindsborg reporting on 147.33, and we have a spotter up on Coronado Heights as well.
Okay, I'm thinking if you want to get closer to where that's going to pass, 3 or 4 miles further north should keep you in an okay spot and get you close enough you might see the wall cloud or whatever's going on there. I'm afraid if you're more than about 2 or 3 miles away from it, the contrast is so bad you're probably not going to see anything.
Affirmative. I'll move about 4 miles north and report back what I see at that location.
Van, if the rain starts getting heavy, turn around and go back south because you're not going to want to go that far.
Affirmative. I am rolling right now.
K0PMK.
I heard you, Patrick. Go ahead.
Yeah, before you guys get it, for you two, Channel 10's reporting. They've got a report from emergency management of a tornado on the ground south of Geneseo. And so keep your heads up.
Okay, thanks. N0 UJQ.
This is KD0PSN. I've been scanning with me, and I just heard State PD put out, they're saying it's a large tornado on the ground.
Yes, I will second that. They're getting multiple reports now, so you guys be careful.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Stan close enough to see it, but keep him out of the way, too, and it's kind of hard to do looking at it on my phone, but I know 4 or 5 miles north there, he should be plenty safe.
Yeah, I'll agree. You really have to get close enough to be able to see it. There's so much rain and contrast, you really can't see much.
That guy's all running clear. K0PMK.
KR0L, N0 UJQ.
Go ahead, Justin, KR0L.
I'm looking at the cloud tops. Do you think this thing is tracking more east now, or is it still kind of going northeast?
It is a little bit more, I mean, it looks to me like maybe a east-northeast or almost. I mean, it's not just pointed straight northeast anymore. I wouldn't say it's going straight east, though.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. N0 UJQ.
This is KD0QEK. I am at Salina on Ohio Street, just off of I-70 westbound, and I do want to confirm that storm is doing a east-northeast. I just want to confirm that last transmission. I have a visual on it now.
Yeah, KD0QEK, excuse me, that is correct. It looks to me like it is doing east-northeast. The intense part is still a ways away from Salina, but probably the leading edge of it will be in your area before too terribly long.
Thanks. Getting a small precipitation as we speak.
RD PMK.
Go ahead, PMK.
I just had a storm spotter who's in the Little River area advising he can't see that tornado. Described it as a large, violent wedge tornado. QSL?
QSL, is he on 3-3?
That's off of 3-3. Looking out northwest is on 29th Avenue near Little River. According to GPS, he was looking to northwest. He's describing it as a very large and violent tornado, as a wedge.
Hey, thank you. I just trying to confirm his precise location. You said he's on northwest 29th Avenue near Little River, and can you tell me any more precisely what his location is?
He's on 29th Avenue. That's the way the streets are laid out there. 29th Avenue, which is he's near Little River, is what he could give me. Otherwise, by the way, he could give us with GPS coordinates, and I don't have those on hand.
QSL, thank you. I appreciate it, KR0L.
Stan, did you copy that, all that?
Hey guys, is there a Highway 3 by Marquette? The reason I'm asking is I thought I heard him say they just saw it across the road on Highway 3.
So we're getting multiple confirmations of that large wedge tornado coming into the National Weather Service right now. Appreciate all of those reports, and thank you, Patrick, for relaying that to me. I have, of course, passed that on. KR0L.
KR0L is WD0EUF, and I'm about 4 miles north of Highway 56 on the Marquette Road. Have a good vantage point here, but see no definition to my northwest where this confirmed sighting is in the area of Canopolis Reservoir.
Okay, thank you, Stan. And let's see, it may be more west than northwest of you at this precise moment. It's got kind of a... I wouldn't quite use the word hook, but it's got kind of a trailing edge there that extends further south. It's going to be my guess, but none of these reports have been completely precise, so I'm not quite positive on that.
Hey, do you think you want me to continue on north?
Justin, do you have a call on that?
If he's not getting any rain there, he can come on north. I definitely wouldn't go any further than what he can see through the rain.
Affirmative, I copy that. Thank you.
Does anyone pick up that traffic on 14655?
KR0L, I'm going to take a very brief break to go check the Hutchinson repeater. That storm looks like it's going to move just west of the city of Hutchinson, and I will be back in approximately 2 minutes. KR0L.
KR0L, KS0LNK.
This is KR0L, back to monitoring.
KR0L, KS0LNK.
K0MAC, go ahead.
Just took a report. The tornado is still a large wedge, multi-vortex, 29th Avenue or 29th and 6th Avenue. That'd be in Rice County. He says they'll be passing that location in about 10 minutes. He's estimated to be there in 10 minutes. It's currently his location.
Hey, this is KD0PSN. I am starting to see the outline of that tornado southwest of Coronado Heights. Pretty far out there. I am starting to see it, and does have an inflow band to the wall cloud as well.
USL on KC5, Yankee Tango, India. Thank you. And I think there is another station in there that doubled. Go ahead, other station.
Sorry, was that me? KD0PSN?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I am looking northwest from the Coronado Heights hill here. I am now starting to see the outline of that wedge tornado on the ground. It has a good inflow feeder going into the wall cloud as well. It looks like it's pretty wide. Can't really see like the exact location, like not the exact location, but exact like how rough it is because it's so far with this contrast, but we can definitely see it here. I've got about 10, 15 people here that can see it.
All right, very good. That was a little scratchy, so I'm going to repeat back to you what you said, make sure I got it accurately. You are on the Coronado Heights Hill looking northwest. You're starting to see the outline of the wedge tornado on the ground, and you can see the inflow into that tornado. Is that correct?
Almost all of it is southwest, south northwest. The inflow feed that's going on to the wall cloud. And the inflow winds from out here are only 32 mile an hour, but you can actually see the wall cloud out there. And yes, I can see the outline.
Okay, actually that might have been wind noise there. I copied the correction to the southwest. You're looking southwest from Coronado Heights. Did not really copy the rest of it. I need to relay this other report, and then I will come back and take yours if you give me just a minute.
Yeah, Scott, that's wind noise that's getting into your mic there. N0UJQ.
Right, KD0PFN. Could you give me your whole report again? Please. And maybe if you can cup your hands around your microphone or something that might help out there.
Yep, I shut my window so I can hear. I was trying to tell these guys to get back to their vehicles, so we got close lighting on the ground and afraid they're going to get struck. I'm saying I can see the wedge tornado to my southwest is actually getting more defined now. I can see it a lot better. It's not rain wrapped at this time. I can actually see it on this side. I also had a good inflow notch on the wall cloud, but these people actually aren't listening to me and aren't getting their vehicles. I'm going to yell at them pretty soon here. But it is to my southwest. It seems we're getting bigger, so I believe it's moving towards us. I'm going to tell these people to leave pretty soon here. KD0PSN, Coronado Heights, on top of the hill.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that. And absolutely, you can add my voice to the chorus of encouraging everybody to stay safe. This is a dangerous storm over here. KD0PFN, how do I describe the location of Coronado Heights relative to, say, Lindsborg? I've been there, but I'm not quite sure exactly how to explain it, or if the National Weather Service knows what that location is.
John, it's right on the Saline-McPherson County line, about 3 miles west of that north-south line from Lindsborg. So in other words, it's about 3 miles west of Lindsborg, but it's up on the county line.
So thank you.
John, I'm at Shawnee and 5th Avenue, and that's just a couple of miles south of Marquette. The lower level clouds have thinned out a lot, so I'm able to see a little more definition. And looking toward the west horizon, I'm seeing a whole lot lighter cloud cover to that direction, like it's possibly even moved on northwest of me at this time. What are you seeing?
UJQ, I'm straight south of Coronado Heights. About 2 miles, and I'm just now being able to see, and it's right on the horizon, exactly straight west of me, that low ring that I am guessing is the wedge, and I'm going to hang out here. I might move a mile north here, or try to get to a better spot, but it looks like this is going to miss Lindsborg.
Okay, just a little update, KD0PSN. Looks like it's going from wedge to a possible multi-vortex now. Looks like it's going to multiple vortex.
KD0PSN. PFN, did you say that it is going multi-vortex?
Correct. I've seen at least 3 to 4 vortices so far. And it's coming right at us. I'm trying to get these people off the hill as soon as I can here.
QSL, thank you very much.
KD0LNK, KD to net control.
Go ahead.
We've been following the same since the touchdown. It's been multiple vortices from the get-go.
QSL, thank you.
Hey, Scott, do you still have a visual on it?
That's correct. I still got a visual. Not quite as huge as it was earlier. It's still rotating on the ground. I'm also hearing reports on the 5-5, people talking about trying to get to a little closer. The roads are closing from debris. Looks like I got clouds being whipped off it though too. Might be starting to try to weaken.
Is it still southwest of you, or is it more west now?
It's still exactly southwest of me. It's been moving towards me for a while. Looks like it's trying to turn a little bit now to my right, so it'll be to the north. Was that to the east-northeast?
Yeah, my contrast is bad here. I don't think I can see it anymore, but I was just wondering about heading further north.
Yeah, it's starting to go from left to right, and so right at me now. So it is starting to turn back north again, it looks like. I believe that's north. And I believe I see some debris in the area on the backside, but I'm not sure about that, though. It's definitely picking up speed now, although it was sitting there for a while. It's picking up speed.
WD0EUF, I'm 2 miles south of Marquette. It looks like if you went west of Marquette on Highway 4, probably 4 to 5 miles, there would be lots of turbulence in that area. Do not see rotation, just lots of turbulence, lowering of several clouds, but couldn't define them any more than SLCs at this time.
QSL, thank you, Stan. KR0L.
KR0LK0WPM, for what it's worth, Channel 12 TV has the storm on the radar there, and they're advising that this tornado is going to go into Marquette. And there is a signature of high debris in this put out by the Weather Service with their new radar technology, showing a tremendous amount of debris just west of Marquette, moving into Marquette. The way it looks, K0WPM, we're clear.
All right, thanks, Bill.
The corner's definitely got a lot more skinnier, but I do see a lot more debris flying around towards the ground level a little bit, though. So it's tightened up, but it looks like it's getting a little bit windier in there.
QSL, thank you. Quick update on the southern storm. National Weather Service has continued the tornado warning for Reno County until 6:15, and as well as for Kingman County until 6:45. And that's the severe storms over there moving at 35 miles an hour to the northeast. Also, voltage that came across my screen for the northern storm. They have updated it to indicate that the tornado has been observed and the damage threat is significant. A confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado is located 6 miles northwest of Marquette and moving northeast at 35 miles per hour.
Yeah, John, I'm up here just at the base of Coronado Heights, and it's a good elephant trunk, or actually, yeah, it's wider than that, but straight west of Coronado Heights now. Marquette is no factor here unless it moved through there already, but it's well past there by now.
QSL, yeah, that's what I was wondering as well, but I didn't want to second guess Channel 12. Thank you, Justin. I will relay that.
WD0EUF, 2 miles south of Marquette. I am proceeding on toward Marquette. Most dangerous situation now is storm chasers. High rate of speed, all streaming north. So I'm trying to stay out of their way and keep an eye on the sky, but I am seeing lots of rain wrap to the north of Marquette at this time.
Thank you, Stan. Appreciate it. KR0L.
Hey, Scott, are you up there at the very top of Coronado?
Roger that.
I didn't know if you were high enough. Can you actually see the circulation on the ground, or is it further away than that?
I can pretty much see it on the ground and see the pickup off the ground coming back up into the air. I can see the whole thing from here.
Are you able to tell, like by the county roads and stuff between here and there, how many miles away that is?
I can look and ask some people up here, see what they think. I would say maybe 10, 15 miles.
Yeah, it looks like it's at least 5 here, so, okay. I was just getting ready to move north. Injury, JQ.
WD0EUF, definitely have sighting. At this point, I'm 1 mile south of Marquette. It is northwest of Marquette, roping to the ground.
Thank you, Stan. Are you able to see if there's a significant amount of debris associated with it?
Not detect debris at this point because of the trees there in Marquette. I'm going to find a way to move a little further north and see what the actual path looks like.
KS0, thank you, Stan. KR0L.
Yeah, the main horse, he keeps jumping up and down. It's trying to weaken, but I don't know if it's going to be able to, but it is definitely going up and down quite a lot.
Thank you. I am taking note of that.
Also not nearly as wide as it was earlier. It's actually fairly small compared to what it was earlier, but definitely still on the ground and definitely picking up stuff on the ground, and somehow condensation all the way down to the ground. It's kind of tilting out as well from the wall cloud to the ground.
Sorry, could you, I was typing, could you repeat that last transmission for me?
I was saying it is still picking up stuff off the ground. I don't know if that's dirt or what. It's right back around the tree line, it looks like, from my viewpoint. It wasn't for that tree line there, I could probably see it on the ground a little bit better. It's also starting to angle away from that wall cloud a lot. Standby. It just, condensation funnel just went away. I repeat, the condensation funnel just went away. There's still rapid rotation in the wall cloud right where it was down at, but the actual condensation funnel's gone.
KS0, thank you very much.
I can verify that, John, but I don't think it's done. I think it's in a cycle. It's going to come back.
Understood. Thank you, Justin. KR0L.
And you're right. There's another horsey on the ground again. It's still there. Just can't see a condensation funnel as much. Got 1, 2, 3 vortices coming up off the ground to this wall cloud.
John, you might pass along. This thing, I believe, is heading straight for Salina.
KS0 will do. Thank you.
Yeah, it's definitely changed direction what it was when I was sitting up here. When I was sitting up here, it was looking southwest and it was coming at me. Now it's definitely going out to the, I believe that's to the northeast.
Oh, appreciate it, guys. KR0L.
My biggest problem up here is I got a lot of people outside sitting down, talking on cell phones, using tripods while there's lightning hitting the ground all around us.
I think it's starting up again right now.
It was looking southwest and it was coming at me. Now it's definitely going out to the, I believe that's to the northeast.
Yeah, N0UJQ, about 3 minutes ago, National Weather Service did indicate that current track will take it into the far southern section of Salina, so I think you're right. I've hadn't been reading what was happening in chat because it's been extremely busy and I've been typing, so I think that's the only bit of information that I should relay to you folks at this point. KR0L.
Could you repeat that bit about southern Salina?
Yeah, so the current track on this storm suggests that it's going to impact the southern part of Salina, now, I would emphasize it's kind of changed directions a little bit, so, how guaranteed that is, I don't know, but we've now got both Justin and National Weather Service suggesting that that's the direction it's heading.
Hey, we have a condensation funnel. It's back on the ground again, and the storm's changing around. This thing's probably 2 miles west of me now. I'll give you a crossroad reference here in a little bit, but I'm probably 4 miles north of Coronado Heights. Matter of fact, I'm straight west of White Cross. If somebody else on here can give a better description of where that is.
And was that PFN or is that somebody different?
UJQ.
Thank you, Justin. You'd think I'd recognize your voice by now. Appreciate it.
Probably a little excited. I've got trees all around me and I'm trying to get to a better spot. I'm in Hedgeburg and Beaver Road, Lane County. This thing is probably out of get out of these trees.
At least 100 storm chasers have passed my intersection here at a high rate of speed. Everybody's headed up toward Fallon chasing this thing. Do you want me to continue north out of our county, or is there need to go back and pick up the other storm coming up from the southwest?
Okay, I think, Stan, you and Justin doubled with each other there. As far as the storm from the southwest, the indication I'm seeing is that one's been weakening, and they're not too concerned. Well, I'm getting conflicting information. I'll just put it that way. I think you doubled with Justin, so Justin, go ahead.
Hey, Justin, can you see it on the ground anymore?
I I did a minute ago, and I'm pretty sure it still is on the ground. I've got trees between me and it right now, but it's going to make an appearance real soon.
Seems to be a lot of, oh, there it is. Seems a lot of rain coming off the front side of it. It might be trying to get rain wrapped again. Yeah, there's still a vortice there.
Stan, as far as heading south, the storm that's near Hutchinson is not currently warned. The storm that's near Hutchinson is not currently warned. There is another one coming up towards Kingman, but that one's got a tornado warning on it as well. But I think they'll be reporting via a different network. So as far as what you should do, I think probably your best advice might come from Justin there.
Dan, I wouldn't follow it anymore. We've got so many chasers flying up the road here, and I'm just a mile away from this thing.
Right, fine. I have another party here at my location saying there's lots of power lines down, poles all over Highway 4, just east of Geneseo. Just east of Geneseo.
Got a report there. Part of Highway 4 has been closed down, too.
And there currently is no condensation funnel, but I would not want to be underneath that thing right now.
Well, thank you, Justin. And I am, by the way, obviously I'm relaying information here as relevant. So thank you, everyone. National Weather Service, Chance specifically said thanks for all your efforts, so I'll pass that along to you.
I'm coming up on an intersection, I'll tell you. It's Fallon Road and Muir, M-U-I-R, Muir Road, and Fallon is the intersection, and there's still violent rotation. It's a tornado. It's on the ground, even though there's no condensation funnel connecting it. Well, now there is.
And what direction from your location is that?
It's northwest of me, probably a mile and a half. Maybe it's a most.
Thanks, Justin. All right, thank you, KR0L.
Yeah, we're actually on that storm, so we don't need television reports coming in here. Andrew, UJQ.
Just going to hop on here quick. This is Scott again, KD0PSN. I'm off Coronado Heights. I'm going to probably go on Burma here and get a little bit, see if we can see it a little bit better and make my way back to Salina. Be looking for damage when I get there instead.
Chunks of crap flying underneath this thing, and it's probably from stuff that it's hit for the past 20 minutes, and it's still on the ground.
Right, that was M0UJQ, right?
That is correct, and that's straight northwest of that location I gave you previously, about a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles.
Thank you.
And John, I don't have internet data right now, but I hope they got everybody in Salina underground on this thing.
Yeah, I see there is a tornado warning here for Saline County. I will click on that in a second and report back to you.
Okay, I'm at Salemsburg and Muir, and I'm eastbound now because I can't go north any further. I'm going to try to stay up with it here. Zero UJQ.
KC0PV, sirens going off at the
Roger that.
This is KC0MP Mobile.
KC0 station, go ahead.
Hey, Jensen, I'm just leaving Minneapolis, heading towards the Salina, drop off my kids, so I've got GeoLevelX up if you need any data and GPS, so give me a holler. KC0MP Mobile.
Okay, it's still a tornado on the ground. It looks like it's trying to cycle and change around and do something else, but it's, I would not call this a violent tornado, but the overall circulation is fairly wide. And KR0L, N0UJQ, turning north at Lightville and Salemsburg.
Did you say Lightville, L-I-G-H-T-V-I-L-L-E?
That is correct. Roger, roger.
Gozell, thank you. And there has been a tornado warning issued for Saline County until 7 o'clock. Covers basically all of Saline County, and it's this storm we've been talking about here. Moving northeast at 35 miles an hour, according to the National Weather Service. This was issued about 8 minutes ago now. KR0L.
All right, I'm not sure if I was getting through when I was going on the hill. I'm off the hill now. I'm on Burma, heading north and try to get a little better position to see it. It's taking me a little bit because I got traffic here that wants to go 40, 45 miles an hour in Burma.
Yeah, get north as best as you can because I'm kind of running out of good roads here. I'm at Lightville and Parsons, and I got to go east to get around a dead end. I think it's going to outrun me. I still see debris falling up there. There's big enough pieces of it falling. I can see it from 2 or 3 miles away, but I don't see that the thing's actually on the ground anymore. I take that back. Yes, it is.
Justin, KR0L.
I might have doubled. I said right there at the end. I said yes, it is still on the ground.
USL.
And I'm at Burma and Parsons, northbound again.
I just passed Hultberg and Burma.
At KD0PFN in there?
Yes, KD0PSN.
This WD0EUF mobile. I'm at Fallon on 6th Avenue, north of Highway 4, just a little ways north of Coronado Heights, probably maybe 4 or 5 miles north of Coronado Heights. But everything is smooth back here behind that major system. Still see it wrapped in rain from my position, but nothing coming up behind it at all. I'd like to have permission to turn around and go back south now and try to rendezvous with anything coming in that direction, and I'll stay along this edge of the county.
Hey guys, sorry you're breaking in. I'm on Burma. I just passed this area where you can turn off this area. They blocked the road in front of me. I'm trying to get far enough ahead of the line to see if they'll let me by. I don't think they're going to.
Who's they? Is it chasers or police?
It'll be police.
Okay, I'm starting to get RFD winds in Smolin.
Alright, the PD is starting to move out again. They're just going very slow.
KG0PB.
Go ahead.
Straight northwest of Menards at the Magnolia Street exit. I'm seeing a lowering of the clouds. Definitely some rotation.
Yeah, we've got a funnel. It's basically on the ground again with a new tornado. I'm going east from Smolin on Smolin Road now from Burma.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely seeing some rotation there, Justin. I'll keep you apprised. I don't see anything off the bottom of it yet.
The sirens are going off in Smolin. They'll be fine unless we get a big blast of RFD in here.
I'm past Burma and Salzburg. Definitely good rotation. I can call it probably a broad funnel halfway to the ground. I see nothing on the ground.
0PFN, what's your current location?
Burma and Salzman, I believe it was said. I was just past the intersection, still going northbound. PD is pulling us up. I can see broad circulation about halfway down to the ground. But I don't see anything on the ground anywhere.
USL, thank you.
We've got another new funnel trying to form up there. Look, Scott, look just to the east up there of where the other ragged circulation is. That thing's trying to come down.
Just as soon as I get on this tree line, I will. This PD is making us going 30 miles an hour.
Stan, I wanted to get back to you. The system that's in McPherson County right now, in the southwestern part of McPherson County, pretty weak. There's something else down by Kingman that's pretty intense. Do what you feel is best, I think. Justin, sorry, I've been a little bit overwhelmed by all the chatter here. Do you have a succinct statement of what you would like me to relay to the Weather Service at this point, if anything?
I don't think so at this time. I'm trying to get repositioned better in front of it. They definitely need to keep it tornado warned. I don't see a condensation funnel at this time, and I'm too far away to verify if it's on the ground or not.
QSL, thank you. Station in Salina, what are you observing? I think that was KD0PV. What are you observing right now? Nothing here at KR0L.
Yeah, John, that KG0PV, I think he's at work at Menards in Salina, so he probably has to step out when he talks to us there.
Yeah, what's the traffic? I'm KG0PV.
KD0PV, here's KR0L. What are the conditions at your location?
Right now I've got no rain, no wind, but I am still seeing an area almost directly south of Menards, which is the exit from Magnolia Road that's got some rotation in it.
Are you seeing any lowering in that rotation?
There was significant lowering, but it's now gone back up in, but you can still see the rotation in that section of the clouds.
That is, your location is the Magnolia Street exit off of I-135, is that correct?
That's correct. Just to the west, and a little bit south, say quarter mile south.
QSL, thank you.
Alright, just a little report. I just passed through Smolin. Their sirens are still going off. I No longer see any rapid rotation in the cloud.
Hold on just a second, from KR0L here.
John, there's a new area. I'm going to say this is a funnel, and I don't have time for that phone call. Stand by. I'll try to tell you where it is. It's north of the Menards now.
W6 UDF.
Go ahead.
I'm on 135 at the 83. It appears to be about a quarter to a half mile west of 135. I see that funnel you're talking about, and it's now gone back up.
Okay, thank you.
Station reporting that. Can you give me the location of that funnel again?
It's approximately a quarter to a half mile west of 135. I'm about 2 miles south of it, so I couldn't really give you a direction on that side of it.
Okay, and where along 135?
Call about milepost 86.
So you reported a funnel over there, and had it actually touched down, or was it just a lowering?
Negative, no touchdown. Approximately halfway down to the ground from the cloud, and it's now receded, but looks like it might try again.
Oh, I'm relaying KR0L.
Also, John, Inzra UJQ, I have debris from previous damage in the storm's history is falling at Menards in Salina, and there is still rotation under this that we were just mentioning earlier. It looks like it's north of the Crawford and 135 exit. I'm pretty sure it's north of there.
Well, thanks, Justin. I'm going to pull this up on the map and see if I can figure out if that's the same exit that was just reported here also.
Yeah, him and I are looking at the same thing, and I'm pretty sure the 83 is probably where he was talking about.
QSL, thanks, both of you. KR0L.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be much use to you much longer because I'm going to end up in the rain before I can get turned off here. Injury UJQ.
Alright, this is KD0PSN. I am directly west of what's left of the swell cloud. Looking for rotation. I don't see anything yet. I'm directly west of the airport, but I'm on Burma still.
Okay, I copied KD0PFN. You're directly west of the airport on Burma, and transmission was a little bit noisy. Can you repeat your observation, please?
Right now, I'm just looking at the wall cloud. There's a little bit of rotation, not a whole lot. I'm looking for any funnels that they might have seen. Right now, I do not see any funnels or anything at this time.
QSL, thank you.
I'm pretty sure I passed through where it might have hit the ground some spots here, but it didn't look like it created too much damage in this section of the area.
No.
P0PB, I got called inside. Gotta do what the boss says.
Thanks for your help, KR0L.
I hate it when people don't hang up their mic.
Hey, Justin, you still out there?
KD080. Yes, I am.
Have you been able to get into any clearing yet to look at the system?
No, I'm in Salina. I'm at Crawford and Broadway headed east.
I just wanted to see if you wanted to confirm. I was thinking it looks like this thing was trying to cycle again. Kind of looks like a wall cloud is trying to reform.
Yeah, where are you seeing that? I agree with you, but I want to hear your take on it.
Looks to be, it's northeast of my position. Looks to be just past the airport, probably close to 135 and maybe I-70, a little bit closer to me. Looks like it's trying to cycle, and the rotation is starting to increase on the backside of it.
Okay, let me ask you, what if it's further away than you think, and it's actually over by the old airport on the east side of town? Would that be kind of in the line of where you're looking? What I'm asking is it possible that it's further away from you than you think? Because I'm looking at an area here that it's just like you described, and it's east of me.
Yeah, it very well could be, because of the way the sun's hitting and all that. Yeah, it could be a little bit farther away. I got some trees in the way, so I can't quite see all the way out there. It's definitely up by that tree line on the outside of town there, so yeah, you might be correct.
Boy, this is the least amount of traffic in Salina I have ever seen. I'm actually glad to be off the highway. Somebody is sitting on their microphone and they need to fix it.
Actually on I-30, trying to get away from around the other side of the storm, and I can see that low talking about around Epsilon area.
Yeah, John, if you can get on 440, it'd be a lot better. You're really noisy.
I'm actually on I-70 trying to get a
got to the normal sector so I can get back away from this heavy precipitation, but I can see that wall cloud you're talking about. I can see some light rotation in it, but like I said, I'm out of bad view here. I'm just trying to get out of this storm precipitation.
Man, I think the traffic lights are broke over here on Ohio and Crawford. The dang thing was red forever. Yeah, it's going to try to tornado again east of Salina here, northeast of Salina.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose the view too because of that rain. There's definitely a lowering on it. It is trying to come down.
80PFN from KR0L. What is the location of that lowering?
Me and Justin had thought about it. It looks to be by the old airport. It's going to be in probably the east or northeast side of town there. And it's starting to get rain wrapped in there though. So I'm not being able to see it, so I'm going to try to get to a different position.
Yeah, John, I'm at Marymount Road and Crawford Street in Salina. It's northeast of me. I don't know, maybe 2 miles or so. I'm trying to get out on open road again.
Good as hell, thank you.
One thing I'll say is that the cloud base doesn't seem as low as it was earlier. At least that's what it looks like from here. So I don't know what that means, but it is rotating. It's trying to get its act together.
Good as hell, thank you.
I do believe it's safe to say Salina is in the clear at this time.
Agreed.
I guess back to work then, KG0PB, thanks.
Not a problem. Injury UJQ.
Well, you should see our parking lot.
Yeah, I'm not kidding you, Rich. This is the first time I was actually glad to go through a city on a storm chase. It was absolutely dead.
Everybody else contend with the chasers, right?
Exactly. They're all way back behind me.
I think I passed like 20 or 30 of them.
I've got debris on the ground, even though there's no, it's circulation on the ground. It's definitely a tornado on the ground. Oh, now where are we at? Hold on a second. Just say it's 3 miles northeast of Salina until I can give you better coordinates.
QSL relaying now, KR0L.
There is no condensation funnel, but it's definitely on the ground.
I'd love to ask you about that. It looked like the lowering there was low enough to do that. From my end, dispatch is asking PD if they need Red Cross out there right now too.
I haven't come across any damage. I'm coming up on another intersection. I'll tell you where I'm at.
The Kansas Speedway sign here on where you turn off at Burma has been ripped apart.
Yeah, I'm at Country Club in Simpson, and it's north and east of there a couple of miles yet. It's moving fast enough. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up to it, but I think maybe Solomon's in the path, but it's probably going to go a little north of there.
Yeah, Justin, I'm actually on Old 40 and just past Niles exit. I'm going to turn around and get I want to get a little more.
Okay, John, thanks.
I'm going to just quick jump in here and comment that the storm that's northeast of Kingman appears to be gaining organization fairly quickly as well. I'll back out with that comment, KR0L.
Hey, Justin, you think that rotation went through the northern part of Salina at all when it was on the ground?
Well, I sure didn't see that it did that. I think it totally missed Salina. At least that's what I think it did. I think it cycled as it was passing over town, and then it dropped again just as it got northeast of it.
Hey, Justin, I'm on Whitmore Road in Old 40, and I can see the organization you're talking about. I can still see some good upflow, but I don't see anything on the ground at this point.
Yeah, you're going to have to keep your eyes on the ground, because that's the only, there's a funnel now. Ken, check that out. It's probably still on the ground, and I'm at Cunningham and Country Club Road, and it is straight north of here, maybe 3 miles.
No, I see this funnel, and I'm trying to get away from it here. Just a minute.
Just drop a little bit south and let it pass right to your north there. Yeah, it's going to do it, isn't it? This is crazy. We've got these K-State, I think it's K-State's aviation program is out here flying a Robinson R-22 just south of this thing.
It's in calling you, Sheriff, just saying they can see a big tornado forming right in front of her.
Okay, John, now where is it from you?
I'm probably about a mile away from it. It is my north. It is about halfway down. I do see condensation on the ground. It is now a tornado. Repeat, a tornado is on the ground, moving.
Yeah, it's actually a multi-vortex here, so yep. It did it.
Justin, you agreeing? I'm on 135. I'm going to take 70 across and then cut back across. Think that's a good bit?
I was having trouble copying the other station. Can you clarify?
Yeah, John, I think KC0NPM, from what I understand, is on I-70 at the Niles exit, and it's just passing to his north over there.
Correction, I am on now in New Cambria heading back to the west. I don't see, but I do see a lot of, I take that back. I do see a little bit of debris, not too much. It is on the ground with a little bit of contact. I don't see anything, condensation between that and the actual cloud itself, but I do see rotation on the ground.
Okay, John, slow down for him a little bit and tell him your exact location again and then where it is from you.
Okay, I'm in New Cambria. I am actually right in New Cambria on the 040, just to my northeast, about probably half to 3/4 of a mile. Looks like it's moving straight east.
I copied all of that except how far away from you it was.
I'll repeat, 1 mile from New Cambria.
So, thank you very much. I'm relaying this.
And, John, just FYI, the rotation is ramping up. So, this thing looks like it could wedge again, possibly, in 0UJQ.
QSL, thank you. And this is KR0L. When you folks get out of Saline County, please make that explicit to me, because at that point I will have to stop relaying to Wichita. So as long as you're in Saline County, I will continue relaying, but once you're out of Saline County, I will not be relaying to Wichita.
Yeah, John, remind me to email you some information, and get home tonight, you'll be able to log in for Topeka.
Oh, well, I know how to do that. If that's appropriate, I can certainly do that.
Yeah, this'll be under Wichita's jurisdiction just a little bit longer. I don't know whether it's going to cross into Ottawa County or into Dickinson first. It may take up the southern part of Ottawa County here pretty quick.
NER.
QSL, thank you.
KC0NER.
NER.
Justin, I just let you know we're here in Riley watching things, and I would really appreciate it if they'd keep relaying over to Topeka once this jumps over the jurisdictional lines. I know my community and a lot of others are still listening to K-Link, and it'll be under the K-Link system, so it'd be great if they could keep relaying for us. KC0NER.
Yeah, I concur, and I know this is completely inappropriate, but I'd like to say hello to the 1,056 radio reference listeners right here.
Rock on.
K0FNI, you guys have done a stupendous job.
Thank you, Dan and everyone. Here's KR0L. Folks, I do have a link into Topeka National Weather Service. I can continue relaying for you over to there. I am not terribly familiar with the roads around that area, so I'm going to do my best with maps, and the most explicit you can make your locations. If you give me your precise location and where you see something from your location, that will make it easier for me. Thank you. KR0L.
Will do. John, are you still able to copy me okay here?
You're coming and going a little bit, but I've got about a 90% copy on you.
Okay, I'm having trouble finding a repeater I can get into, so you'll have to bear with me here. N0UJQ.
So you guys know I'm still here. KD0PSN, I-70 passing mile marker 256. Make my way towards Niles Road.
N0UJQ, mobile turning north at Barn, 1700 Ave, on a paved road here, and the tornado is currently to my northwest, probably 6-7 miles.
New Cambria, and there is no debris or anything at all in the field. I'm going to drop my kids off, Justin. If you need me back out, I'll come back out. KC0.
Okay, will do. KR0L, N0UJQ. I'm almost positive this is still in Saline County, west, possibly northwest of Solomon, and I can't tell if it's on the ground or not. I think it may be cycling again.
Again, I see rotation this don't see the point.
There were two stations and they're completely unreadable.
80AZZ, WB8BSQ.
We got damage on I-70 here. All their street signs, street stuff I have off on the Niles Road stuff is out in the ditches in the fields. We got stop and go traffic. They might shut down the interstate. Sorry about that. On I-70, just by Niles.
Okay, copy that. I-70 by Niles. You've got damage on the roadway. It's doing it.
Can you repeat the report of damage for me, please?
All right, can you hear me good here?
Yeah, go ahead.
All the road signs have been folded over. All the road signs for the Niles Road bridge work have been blown a good 100 yards into the farm fields. Got some trees down. The radio tower did make it. Other than that, I don't see any other major damage.
QSL, thank you.
I don't know who that is, but you're just on the hair edge of the machine. You need to probably find a different repeater if you're closer to another one.
KR0L, I want to briefly mention the southern storm that's now crossed into Reno County. There is a warning on that one until 7:15 p.m. It's moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. So if we have any spotters heading in that direction, we have reports of tornado on the ground down there as well. For the storm that you guys are following up there north, we've got tornado warning for Dickinson and Ottawa counties until 7:30 p.m. Tornado is moving northeast at 35 miles an hour, and that warning was issued at 6:56.
All right, I got an update on the funnel area. The funnel cloud is reorganizing.
You got too much other radio turned up in the background. Say it again, Scott.
Sorry about that. The trucker I was talking to. The funnel cloud looks like it's trying to reorganize north of the interstate, northeast of Niles. Can't give you exact mile marker at the top of my head here. Let me see if I can get you a better spot on my radar.
Yeah, KR0L-UJQ. It's a new updraft and new funnel. Just northwest of Solomon. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 miles.
QSL, thank you. Is that still in Saline County?
It's going to be right on the border. I would go ahead and report it to Wichita, and I'll let you know when we switch here.
QSL, thank you.
I will confirm the sirens are going off in Solomon, but there is basically no tornado danger here in Solomon. I don't even think they're going to get an RSD blast out of this.
Oh, thank you.
KR0L, KB0RWI.
Your Reno counties, it's got radar handy, and can you make a judgment on whether we should consider activating McPherson and Harvey counties for that storm system that's now in Reno County? It's a little bit much for me to try and watch that while I'm watching this one up north. So if somebody's there and can feedback on that, that would be useful. Thank you. KR0L.
KR0L, WD0EUF, mobile.
Hey, Stan, what's your QTH and what are your plans?
Back into McPherson now, and I'm going to stand down for a while. K0PMK is headed south. He's going to go down around the Mound Ridge area and watch for this next system coming in from the southwest from there.
Okay, sounds good, Stan. Thank you very much. Appreciate what you've been doing today, and thank you. I will certainly be listening for K0PMK. KR0L.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kent. Here's KR0L.
Yeah, if you're going to take care of the Topeka area, we're going to delink Newton and continue to take care of the area that serves Wichita and take care of what's coming into Harvey County.
Right, that can work. I can get on to K-Link via the McPherson repeater. Justin, did you copy that plan, and does that make sense to you?
That works for me. Go ahead and do it. We have a new tornado on the ground. It's north and a little bit west of Solomon. This is probably Ottawa County now.
I can see it too. I'm looking at my radar at street level. It's probably northeast of Niles. Maybe give me a street level here. Probably around 270th Road or a little bit farther east there on 290th Road.
Every
Please stop.
This is KR0. I think that was Kent trying to delink the repeater there. Kent, let me know if you need any assistance. I'll send it to you on chat.
Alright, channel's on the ground. It's getting pretty big, too.
Yep, it's a big stovepipe, guys. I agree with Scott. It's probably northeast of Niles a little bit. I don't have an exact radar location. I'm just judging by what it looks like here, and it's big.
Yeah, this is KD0QEK. I am on I-70 facing westbound, looking to my northwest. Looks like about 5 miles. Very large stovepipe on the ground.
KD0QEK from KR0L. What is your location on I-70?
I'm about 18, I know it's a long distance, but I'm looking at a billboard here. I'm 18 miles to the east of exit 252. I'm, again, facing westbound on I-70. I'm looking to my northwest, and a very good view of the large stovepipe on the ground.
Clay County people, deploy to the southern end of your county if you can.
All right, Justin, would you like me to report to Topeka the following? A big stovepipe on the ground northeast of Niles. Is that the amount of detail? I'm trying to integrate these reports here. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
QSL, I will report.
Hey, Justin, you seeing that? Looks like it went multi-vortex again.
Yeah, it's behind me now, but I looked right when you said that, and I saw that.
Justin, by the way, this is KR0L. Are you guys copying me okay?
Yep. You're just a very slight amount of low-level white noise, but you are perfectly visible.
All right, very good. Just wanted to make sure. Thanks. KR0L.
I don't want you to type this, John, because I don't know this for sure, but for anybody that's listening, this looks like it's probably...
Justin, by the way, this is KR0L. Are you guys copying me okay?
Yep. You're just a very slight amount of low-level white noise, but you are perfectly visible.
All right, very good. Just wanted to make sure. Thanks. KR0L.
I don't want you to type this, John, because I don't know this for sure, but for anybody that's listening, this looks like it's probably going to get really close, if not hit Talmadge.
I'm working on trying to get better in the location and go a little bit north, see if I can see any ground swirl.
Yeah, I'm headed north on the Talmadge Road now, and I'm just a half mile north of I-70.
N0UJQ, WB8VFQ.
Go ahead, Paul.
Justin, we're headed down towards Longford area. We're going to take Cherokee and try to get behind it. And let me know. I hope we're watching the same storm.
Yes, you are, and you're going to want to get south of it. Well, I don't really see a lot of rain, though, on the north side of that thing, but the thing's trying to rain wrap. The contrast is getting a little worse, but I definitely still see it.
Okay, real good. Well, we'll look for you down there in a few minutes, I'm sure. WB8VFQ.
This is KD0QEK. I'm looking at the tornado right now, and it was beginning to become rain wrapped, but I'm on the far southeast side of it, and it looks like the rain from RFD is starting to clear out. So as soon as that other rain curtain dissipates, anybody on the northeast side of that tornado will have a great view of it.
I'm going to try to go north to Solomon Road here if I can get through the traffic.
It looks like it's trying to rope out now, maybe.
Justin, I don't know if you heard, they said they're 3 miles south of our county line, south of the Clay County line.
Okay. I'm just south of Talmadge, 2 miles. I'm trying to get caught up to it, but I'm stuck behind Burt's Tree Service.
At least you're not stuck behind all these amateur chasers.
This is the first time I've ever seen a helicopter chase, I'll say that.
This is KD0QEK. Looks like the tornado is now moving out. Still a very good visible wall cloud just to the northeast of it, though. So stand by. Something else may decide to form up. No, it looks like it's starting to tighten up a little bit again. Tighten up until a pretty good-looking funnel again.
All right, I can report, give them an update on the status of it. Could you give me your location and the location of the funnel?
I'm on I-70 about 2 miles east of Solomon. I'm trying to south of the tornado. It was rain out there for a while, but the rain has dissipated, and I got a good visual on it. From my angle, I can't see for the tree line, but it looks like it's pretty low. It may be on the ground, but it looks like it tightens up, and then it rips out, and it tightens up again.
All right, and is it straight north of you?
That is correct. This is due north of my location on I-70. And like I said, I'm I would say about 2 to 3 miles east of Solomon.
QSL, thank you.
Yeah, John, I'm in Talmadge now. So I'm going to continue north of the tornado, trying to rope out, but it is still there. It looks like it's about 3 miles northwest of Talmadge.
Hey, Justin, if I was to head, I'm going to have to go out around Lone for 2, aren't I?
Yeah, anybody from Clay wanting to spot, I would get south as much as you can to get out of that rain area.
I'll have to go like Paul then. I'll go down around by Wakefield and come back over.
Well, you'll be fine headed south on 15, I'm sure. Unless there's hail over there, I don't know about that.
Mike, I'm going to tell you you're behind the 8-ball right now. I don't think you can get south in time to get around it.
There's a big, long rope. It's stretched out way horizontal. It's really cool looking. The way that thing is hanging in there, I don't know how. I've never seen one stay in rope stage that long before.
Yeah, that is KS0LNK. That's a very interesting rope that tornado. It's a nice little S shape to it.
I'm trying to get a pretty good view here. Once I get all these trees in Ottawa County, I should be able to see the ground straight.
I'm at 3300 Avenue and Fair Road in Dickinson County. And the middle part of the funnel is disappearing. I think that's it.
Should I relay that report?
Yeah, you probably could. In the span of about 5 seconds, it just disappeared.
QSL, thank you.
I do still see the updraft base there. I'm going to just sit here and watch it for a while. There's some people parked. And try to stay out of everybody's way. And that would have been over by Manchester, it looks to me like, because I can see the water tower for Manchester now, and it was probably maybe a little west of there. Now we got another funnel again.
All right, I'm going to hold off on making a report that the funnel's gone. Tell me if there's, well, it doesn't sound like there's much new to report at this point, is that correct?
Yeah, just let them go with whatever they got, and I'm going to keep following it.
Yeah, it's KD0LNK. Right here at Solomon Road on I-70, and I'll confirm that the tornado has completely dissipated. No sign of it this time.
All right, QSL. Justin, I should just let you know this is KR0L. I may need to take shelter myself here in maybe, say, 45 minutes. I'm keeping an eye on the southern storm here. It is heading towards my QTH.
Yeah, I've been watching stuff up here so much. That other cell, is that going to be going towards Main County or south of it?
Dixon up here, so they're going above and beyond, definitely. Well, I can't follow this anymore. I run into bad roads, so I got to turn around. But there's no tornado on the ground at this time that I can tell. Through a UJQ.
Where are you turning around, Justin?
There, I just got rain all of a sudden. I'm straight west of Manchester, this road that continues north out of Talmadge. I followed it after it turned to gravel, maybe a mile or two, and then it turns to mud.
I got a whole bunch of sheriff's departments driving by me. I'm not sure what they're doing yet.
Okay, real fine. We're watching from the Oak Hill area and trying to see what we can see from behind here. WB8BFQ.
Bunch here. Hold on. I'm going to see what the state's trying to do here instead of help you guys out.
This is KR0L. I'm going to take a quick break to check on the other storm, which is heading towards my QTH. I'll be back in 2 minutes. KR0L.
KC0NER and 0UJQ, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Do you have level 3 pulled up?
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Look for an area of rotation further northeast from Manchester, maybe 10 miles or so. I think I'm area fire up here.
Just talk to the state PD up here. The gas plant to the north of my location at Smolin and 18 has been hit. There's a, I don't know if Justin knows what that is, but north of Solomon Road and K18, there's a gas plant up there and it's been hit. They're shutting this section of the road down.
Okay, so it hit the gas pipeline station just inside of Ottawa County on 18 men, I believe is what you're saying.
Justin, there's a well-defined, getting a pretty well-defined return echo for a hook on here. East of Manchester, north just a little ways. There's two different places that we're watching pretty close right now, so you're on it.
The old one, forget about that. That thing's done. The new one, it's getting ready to, it's getting its stuff together. I'll get a picture of this. This is pretty cool.
Let's say your other hand better be running the camera.
This is definitely Clay County now, and the old CI microwave tower that's west of 15 Highway and north of 18. It's straight north of that, and I don't know, maybe 5 miles. I'm going to really try hard to get caught up to that, but I'm on dirt. Do we have anybody else on K15 Highway south of Clay that can look at this thing?
This is KR0L back on frequency. Is there anything to report?
Yeah, John, we have a new updraft with rotation forming south of Clay Center. I don't know how many miles yet. Jay can look at it on GR3 and tell you where the center rotation is.
I'm waiting for it to update, and I'm going to have, I'll have GR level 3 as long as the power stays on here at the house. Otherwise, I'll be blind too.
All right, QSL, thank you. KR0L.
Oh, I'm in the middle of Chaser Nightmare at Hawk Road and 3400 Ave.
Last update puts that hook just north of the Dickinson-Clay County line and 2 to 3 west of 15 right now still.
That is exactly it. Right there, you got it. N0XRM Mobile. Justin, I've chose to go west. I'm going to try to get back in around behind. It looks to me like it's not going to be good trying to go south into it.
I find a road to go northbound on here. I'm northbound. I'm on the west side of the storm where the swell cloud's been at. Don't see any funnel cloud yet.
Hey, Justin, did you catch my traffic? About trying to move south. Yeah, I heard you. Okay, well, I'm out here just west of town. I'm going to try to get back south and then come back in from the west if I can. I'm going to try to get east over to 15, but, man, I can't believe how many people are out here. Yeah, they're setting the sirens off at the Clay County Park in Wakefield right now. That'd probably be a good idea. Yeah, I've already called our neighbor. They're already up at the high school and shelter, so they've been getting the word out for a while. I'm at 3600 and Hawk, going east, maybe, if I don't run into mud. It is straight north of me, so we're 2.5 west of K15 now. It's just rotation. I don't even know if I'd call it a funnel quite yet.
QSL, KR0L.
Yeah, I'd call that a funnel, about a third of the way down, maybe half now.
Are you looking down there by the rain, or are you looking way back there by the sun?
I don't know where you're at, Scott, but I think I'm quite a ways north of you. I don't know if you could even see this.
I'll let you know in a minute, second here.
I'm at Indian 3600, and the road's not getting any better.
That's past 3400 in camp, going northbound.
N0UJQ and 0XGL.
Go ahead, Larry.
You got something going on down there?
Did you just now tune in?
Roger, I just turned it on.
We've been tornado chasing for about an hour and a half now.
Oh, really? Where are you at?
We're south of Clay now.
Okay. Well, they'll probably go east of us, ain't won't it?
Yep, no factor. My road just ended.
Okay, well, I'll let you get to what you're doing there. I just thought I'd holler. See you later, N0XGL.
I don't see the rotation anymore. It may be trying to reorganize. But I've also got 65 degrees, so this thing may not be able to survive much longer. I've got 69 at the Clifton Corner and 24 Highway. I don't know your roads out here, and I think everybody else assumes I do because I got a fan club back here.
Justin, this is KR0L. I haven't reported anything to the Weather Service in a little bit, trying to sort out what of these observations should be reported, if any. Is there something that I should update them on at this point?
John, not right now, because I think the storm's reorganizing, and I don't really see anything definite right now.
Sirens are Riley, KC0NER.
Roger that.
Well, okay, if you folks have something that you want me to report, would you please specifically mention, call KR0L, and I will make sure to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to stay out of your way. And I'm also keeping an eye on the system that's heading towards my home, and If I have to go take shelter, I will let you know. KR0L.
Thank you, John.
Justin, is that still west of 15?
Well, I think so. I'm trying to get to where I can see it. I just went through the town of Industry.
Copy. It looks like it's still just west on the radar here. I'm just going to confirm.
Did the rotation weaken any on radar?
Yeah, according to the radar, it's real loose right now. There's not a whole lot to it, but the base reflectivity still got a pretty defined hook there.
Well, I have about 3 different areas that are all updraft areas, but I don't see any rotation right now.
Just as an FYI, tornado warning for Dickinson County has been canceled. The tornado warning for Clay County has been extended until 8:15 p.m. KR0L.
Justin, low level radar doesn't hardly. There's no rotation I see on the radar. Third level up, there's some loose rotation there. Pretty broad area though.
Okay, thanks. I'm just coming up to 15 now. To another convergence into a UJQ. Yeah, I would think this is going to pass well north of Riley. In fact, it's going to be north of Leonardville, I would think.
Is it going to go through Wakefield, you think?
Well, if it did right now, it wouldn't matter because there's nothing going on. Yeah, I would think this is going to pass well north of Riley. In fact, it's going to be north of Leonardville, I would think.
Is it going to go through Wakefield, you think?
Well, if it did right now, it wouldn't matter because there's nothing going on.
I'm in Longford now, KG0PSN.
Yeah, Mike, I've got what I would call a needle funnel starting to come down. It's still west of K15, but I think it's just a little localized updraft.
Okay, I'm coming up on my last curve before I head back south, and I'll get down to Oak Hill, and then I'll decide if I go east there or what I do. Might have to head east there and see if I can see anything.
I know I'm going to have to get gas in Clay, I'll tell you that for sure. Yeah, at Oak Hill, you're way west of this thing, and you're probably about the right area north and south, but this thing's getting ready to cross south of Clay here.
Yeah, I was afraid I was going to get to where I wouldn't catch up to it.
Where are you, Mike?
I'm about 4 miles north of Oak Hill, headed south.
Okay, well, I'm probably a mile or two in front of you. We've been hanging out around here for a little bit. We're going to head to the east a little bit, WB8 BFQ.
Jay, what's it look like on radar right now?
Well, I want to use the word mush. It looks like it's fallen over. The integrated liquids come down tremendously, and it's blowing out the northeast side of it now.
Yeah, I think you guys lucked out.
K0PMK.
K0PMK, this is KR0L.
Okay, I can get into my repairs. I'll go through you. I am currently 1¼ mile north of Halstead, on the Halstead Road, I believe. The road that goes just to the west of Halstead. I'm looking off to my northwest right now, and I do have a lowering, and I do have some broad rotation in it right now. So I'm going to call this a lowering. I may have wall cloud trying to develop out of this.
All right, QSL, and can you try the 14661 repeater, which is taking reports for that storm? Are you able to hit that one?
I should be able to. I'll try to get into my machine because I'm fine for them, and I'll switch over to the 61 and talk to RWI then, K0PMK.
All right, thank you. Appreciate your efforts there, KR0L.
I'm not sure if that was damaged or not. I'm not sure if this highway is east of Longford back there. And I just saw a grain bin that's tipped over. KD0PSN.
Well, Scott, if it's a harvest store, one of those blue ones, those things can blow over on a nice sunny day. But yeah, point taken.
Also watching that wall cloud we had on the north side here. It's ripping itself apart right now. It's got some upward motion, but it's pretty much ripping itself apart.
Yeah, I'm in rain right now, headed on into Clay Center, so I'm basically done at this point until I get gas. N0UJQ.
N0UJQ from KR0L. If you guys are basically done over there, that's pretty good timing because my home QTH has just been warned, and unless you have a compelling reason for me to stay here, I'm going to flip over to the other and possibly go take shelter myself.
Yeah, we're good here, man. Do what you got to do. And thanks for your help. We'll catch you later.
All right, thanks, Justin. KR0LQSY.
Andrew, UJQ Mobile.
Yeah, the county was just wanting to let everybody go back in. They don't realize the tornado warning's still in effect till 8:15.
Yeah, I don't have any data here, but just the way the storm looks to me, I'd say it's kind of not able to hold itself together now, so unless it does something and tightens up again, but I think the sun's going to come out here in a little bit.
Yeah, the sun's been out in Clay Center for about an hour.
It's been good to listen to you guys from up here, and N0NB.
Glad to entertain you, Nate.
Yeah, good. I just wish radar site Jay was using. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, your voice peaks is dropping you out of the repeater there, but yeah, he's using GR level 3 there for radar.
That on a website or something?
Yep, it's a you gotta pay for it, but it's not too unreasonable. I better say it's a heck of a good deal, because, you know, there's pertinent people listening.
Nate, it's invaluable on a day like today. I'm going to tell you that right now. It'd be a bargain at twice the price.
That is exactly right, but they didn't hear that, because then they'd raise it.
Down there, I guess I'll take a look, see around and see what they got. Pretty much weather underground, composites from Weather Service, but I was trying to look at their radial velocity. It gets fairly pixelated, so it's not, when you zoom in the county size, it's just looking at a bunch of big blocks.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Oh, well, that leaves me. I says it's a Windows viewer. Well checked. Contact?
Is somebody trying to start an old airplane engine? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's KD0AZG down here in Manhattan. Have you followed that storm over from Salina that you've been were working on earlier, or are there any spotters in the Wakefield area?
I don't know about spotters. There's more chasers than you'd ever know what to do with over there. Yeah, it was one storm I was tracking through there, and I'm having to break off to go get gas, but I think it's pretty well fallen apart there in the Wakefield area.
Roger that. Now we've got a spotter there at our post 21 west of Riley, where 77 turns back south. I didn't know if you had anybody up in that area or not. Appreciate it, Justin. We'll talk with you later.
I'm not sure where Paul and Mike are at this point. They may be out somewhere in that area.
I am east of Oak Hill, getting close back to 15 Highway here in about, 3 miles or so.
Mike, where'd you say you were at? I missed part of that.
Straight east of Oak Hill here on the blacktop, 4 miles or so from 15 Highway.
Okay, it looks like this cell is trying to break into two, and the backside is trying to get organized again. We got two different hail cores right now on it. They're still training in the same northeasterly track, but the back one's starting to get its stuff together again, so I'm going to keep an eye on it for a little bit. And it's east of 15, though, for the most part. All of it's east of 15 now. KC0NER.
Okay, I think I'll get to 15. I'm going to go south and take 82 into Wakefield and maybe come around that way and see if I can see anything from behind.
I have a question for you, Jay. Is there anything coming in from further southwest that's going to be moving through later?
Right now, the only other activity I've got in the immediate area is between Newton and McPherson. I got a tornado warning down there flying. It's moving northeast if it keeps on its current track. Gary County, Manhattan, Pottawatomie County on that track, and then there's another line that's formed clear out west, Dodge City to the northeast, and is moving east, but it's all thunderstorm warnings right now that I can see.
Okay, thanks.
I've watched here, right from Jay, a little plot northwest of Salina, but it seems like it kind of pops up and dies off, and one up on the Jewel Republic County line, and this is kind of just staying like green, so it may be that it can't do anymore. I hope so. N0NB.
I'll go ahead and say at the back southwest edge of that, if you can get to Wakefield, Mike, and look to your east. That's got the last two frames, got some lower rotation showing up now on the radar again, and a little bit of a hook going. Like it's going to get more organized.
Oh, of course. Yeah, one of the Green Rule firefighters just called into dispatch and said looked like over North Timber Creek there, they could see it starting to form again.
Yes, it did try to form again, but it's gone again. It ripped apart pretty quick.
New tornado warning, Riley County's included. I knew it. They're watching that same bit of rotation, so get some eyes on it, keep an eye on it, that'll be good.
Just issued a tornado warning for east central Clay County, so they must be seeing something on radar.
Organized rotation that I'm seeing. I'll be right back, KS0LNK.
And for the southern stuff, they continue cable crews to tear up.
JD0AZZ to N0XRM. Mike, did you hear that confirmation of a tornado 4 miles north of Wakefield?
I just heard them say they had confirmation 4 north of Wakefield. I'm not too far. I'm west of there, but I'm not too far as north.
It was confirmed by Rob Peppers, so.
Okay, I'm back. KS0LNK. I'm trying to lose a lot of the light to be able to see it. That's why I'm going to break off this one. I just started heading back. See if that other storm tries to get close enough to take the city. I can spot this thing.
That'll work. Looks like we're going to be lifting more to the north now than east. So we'll see how that all works out. So we've still got some organized rotation there. KS0LNK.
All right, Jay, I'm back in the truck. Where is the rotation at now?
Straight north of Wakefield at 4 or 5 miles, moving northeast.
Roger that, N0UJQ. I'm going to try to get out Broughton Road and head that way.
Yep, keep your head on a swivel. I'll tell you that it's right there along that road. So it looks like there's a little tail to the south there, and you're going to be halfway between Calvary and 82 and Clay Center there when you run into it.
And you're optimistic that I'm going to run into it.
You can drive underneath it.
N0UJQ KR0L.
Go ahead, John.
I seem to be far enough away from the path of this storm at the moment. I can be of assistance on either storm. Do you people want me to stay on this frequency?
That's up to you. I don't know that I'm going to get caught up to this new one up here. I'm just looking around.
All right. Well, we've got KB0RWI in the other one, but he doesn't have NWS chat at his current location, so I may flip back over to there unless you think that you may have some spotters that catch up to this one.
Yeah, you can go back over there. I think yours is probably more urgent at this point. This is kind of out in open country, and I don't know that I'm going to...
All right, QSL, I will QSY back over there. Thanks for all the miles you put in today, Justin. KR0L, QSY.
N0UJQ. Jay, is this still showing up on radar as being south of Broughton Road yet?
I would say no. I'd say you're north of there now.
I think I have another small wall cloud a little ways north up there. I would think that that's north of 24 Highway.
Yeah, last scan just came in, and it's not north of 24 right now, but it will be by the time you get to the 82 and head north, or if you're going to go up I don't even know what the name of it is there, but the road going up to the Ebenezer Church is paved too if you're not that far east.
I hope I haven't passed that road yet. I really don't know this place.
And it'll be right there by the rock quarry. You'll go by the big farm on the south, across the bridge, and it'll be a left-hand turn.
Okay, here's where 837 goes south. Can I go north from here?
I don't have all the maps, all the roads loaded in my deal. I can't tell you.
There's a Redwood Road here. You can go north about 3 or 4 miles, but then it takes you back into Clay Center.
Oh, that sucks, especially since I just turned on it. Yeah, that's a wall cloud with a rotation up there to my, I think it's, northeast, I would say.
Is that the one there? I think I'm seeing it from down here, maybe.
I'm going to try to get turned around here at Quail and Redwood Road. Bob's Road.
Yeah, if you go either 2 or 3 miles east, you'll have Blacktop right there. That takes you out right up to Ebenezer Church and right on into Green.
I didn't get here soon enough because everybody else was catching up.
Last scan shows that notch with the rotation just north and east of Highway 24 and 82 now. It must be booking off the northeast a pretty good clip.
I think it's hopeless for me to try to catch it. Here I went by Sunflower Road. It doesn't look like that went very far.
Justin, I'm going to go ahead and save you some gas and time. Thank you for your help. You can turn around and go home if you want.
It started looking that bad all of a sudden, huh?
It's just enough to warrant putting a box around it. That's what I'm seeing right now. The low end is, it's going to play with them all night long now, and it's getting dark, so you ain't going to be able to see anything anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I still see that lowering, and it's kind of, it's twirling, it's trying to look mean and threatening, and I just don't think it's going to pull it together there. However, I do have 69 degrees again down here, so, if it's got a good inflow, I don't know if it could do something again, but that area is starting to look detached from the rest of the storm, and I think you're right.
There's two defined cells now. One's up northeast of that about 10 or 15 miles, and the other one, now that you're on the backside of it, it's split for the most part. Definitely two separate storms, two separate hail cores, so it's going to be, like I said, just enough to make a box around it.
There's almost a funnel out of it right now, but it won't last long.
That'll work, Mike, and I'll be listening for a little bit here. The cell down between McPherson and Newton's way more noteworthy than this one is so far.
Yeah, they're having trouble. The sirens at Wakefield are stuck on. The pager won't shut them off anymore, so they're going to try to go to City Hall and kill them.
That's outstanding.
Is there Jay, go to Dodge City radar for a second and see if there's anything out it's way out west there that might move through at midnight.
I don't necessarily have to go to Dodge City to tell you there's going to be stuff moved through by midnight.
Okay. So I better get home then, is what you're saying.
Line stretching Osborne southwest to Dodge City. A lot of thunderstorm warnings, but no, I think there might be one tornado warning on the south end.
That's where it usually is. I still see this little nub of a wannabe funnel up here northeast of me.
Yeah, the one tornado warned storm southwest is down by Greensburg, and it's going to miss them to the west, it looks like.
M0UJQ KR0L.
Go ahead, John.
We got the storm here moving into Marion County towards Hillsborough area, and they're considering relinking. Harvey also, W0HTJ, just got in here and was also advocating relinking so he could monitor things that are happening in Russell. What is your opinion of that there?
I'm going to let you go ahead and have it, and we'll shut up, because I'm pretty sure we're done here. So go ahead and do that. N0UJQ.
All right, QSL, we'll do that. And was there a braking station in there?
Well, thanks, Justin and Jay. Thanks for everything. I'm going to step out here at Wakefield for a little bit. N0XRM.
Not a problem, Mike. Just hope I make it home here in one piece.
Hey, Justin, thanks a lot for chasing that stuff out of Mack County there. Appreciate it. N5IQ.
I'll get some photos on Facebook. That was pretty good today.
Yeah, I was hoping you snagged some.
Are you kidding? Why, I'm the best driver picture taker there ever was. Choo-choo.
N0XR.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Hey, just to let you know, stuff are closing down at K18 over at the east end of the county there. Sound like they must have some damage at the pumping station because they got an ammonia leak over there at that pumping station about 290th and K18.
Yeah, Scott went by there probably an hour ago and reported that to us, so thanks.
I didn't know if you do that or not. If I can pass that on to you.
KR0L N0UJQ. N5NIQ N0UJQ. N0UJQ accessing McPherson.
Okay, error 6.
K0RWI K0PMK.
K0PMK, KB0RWI is away for a second. This is KR0. Go ahead.
This was guys that broke off in McPherson County. We did have a little bit of damage in McPherson County, a little bit of shed damage.
Couldn't get a good width on it. There is law enforcement in fire there checking it at this time, so I've broken off and I'm going to head back to McPherson.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate all your work tonight on this, Patrick. Thank you very much. KR0L.
Heard actual tornado number 1, so, oh, good God. I just hope I don't go through that again tonight. KR0LNK.
Well, very good. Thank you, Patrick, once again. KR0L.
KR0L, WB0EUF.
Here's KR0L.
I was wondering, Russell, this evening, his whereabouts?
I know he was around earlier. He was, I do not know where he is currently. I'm just about to try and relink with K-Link here, so hopefully maybe we'll hear him there.
Did you have any damage at your place at all?
No, actually, it looks like I did successfully relink with K-Link. Great. No, sir, it all passed to the north of me here, so nothing to report at my QTH, but thanks for checking, Stan.
I'll continue to monitor the frequency. WB0EUF clear.
Thank you, Stan. This is KR0L, and we are working on weather tonight. I just got relinked with K-Link, and I'm going to see if I can get a concise summary of the things that are going on right now for everyone here. This is KR0L.
KD0EUF, K0PMK.
Patrick?
I promise to say, I want to do that again. I promise not to say that.
Sounds like a plan.
So, Jeremy, I'm on my way back now. I'm coming up on, I'm going to come up via Canton and head back. I'll go clear this repeater and just for other traffic. K0PMK.
WB0.
Thank you, guys. This is KR0L, and just for update here, we have a tornado warning currently in effect for Marion and McPherson counties until 9 o'clock p.m. This is a tornado moving northeast at 35 miles an hour, and I would say it's probably no longer a threat to McPherson County, but it looks like it is going to pass through possibly the northern edge of the Big Lake over there. So if there's anyone on frequency over there, you might want to be aware of that. There's also activity elsewhere in the state. Right now we have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. We have over in Barton, Ellsworth, Lincoln, Russell counties. Severe thunderstorm warnings are active over there. And down in southern Kansas and Harper County, we have a tornado warning active over there, which will be handled on a different network. So as far as I know, that's the current summary from KR0L. And there is yet a tornado warning up in the Riley County. Actually, I stand corrected. That warning has been expired. KR0L.
DDM.
You're at EDM. Go ahead.
Can you advise me what Marion County Skywarn frequency is?
You're on it, whatever it is you're using. If you are going into Marion County, probably your best bet is going to be the Hillsboro repeater. I can get that frequency for you in a second.
Yeah, it's 442.5. That's 442.5. The tone is 110.9, 110.9.
Thank you. I'm north of Gospel. I'm not sure what we got going there. We got a lot of up and down and going around happening, but it's not organized yet, so.
Thank you, and let me, I think you're probably going to need to get up into the Highway 56 area, at least, if you're not already there.
KR0L and 0UJQ.
Hey, Justin, KR0L.
I'm considering breaking the northern part of the repeater system loose from you there, so we can talk a little bit up here. It would basically drop everything north of I-70 for you. Is that okay?
See any problem with that?
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that then. Thanks.
Say that there is like a huge tornado warning now down east of Dodge City. That thing's covering like 4 counties. It's huge. Let me get over here and I'll see about the particulars.
0NB.
Go ahead, Nate.
Sure. I got to get in on the 440 side and listen on the 2-meter side, but see, Jay confirmed this. I see a warning now for northwest Lincoln County.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I heard my weather radio went off here when I was getting gas that there was some stuff over that way.
Okay, just thought you'd want to know that you're headed back home.
I had heard Jewell County. I didn't know anything about Lincoln yet, so it sounds like there's a line that's working its way south there.
Jewell has a thunderstorm warning next to it, and looks like there's some stuff in Metro headed that way.
So what was the Lincoln County deal? Was that a thunderstorm warning?
They got a red box up here on Weather Underground radar.
Ooh, goody.
I was trying to get in and let you know. It looks like a tornado warning out there.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, your signal's better here on 440, although you're right on the hair edge, but you're a whole lot more readable than you're on 2.
Oh, I couldn't even bring up get the audio in the repeater on 2, although I can hear it almost quieting up here. That's strange.
Yeah, it's problems we're having on that tower. It's external to our repeater. It's one of those things that it's the other guy's problem.
Okay, all right. I'll carry on. It's been instructive to listen to.
Justin, the radar is garbled and yucky. On the cell out Lincoln and Russell County. I can't see why they are excited about it, but there is a tornado warning on it. It's got probability of 2-inch hail in it, so that might be a big factor too.
Okay, I was just listening to the new warning that came out there. So, alrighty. Well, I'm headed west on 24.
Yep, it's going to be a while before we have anything in the immediate area, with the exception of that. So it looks like kind of a squall line event setting up and going to move through tonight. It'll probably be rough all night tonight.
Yeah, I agree with that, Jay. I was just reading the warning here for northwestern Lincoln County and northeastern Russell till 9.
Justin, the other tornado warning that's out, it'll be the next closest one, probably is down just north of Greensburg. It's a nasty looking cell, and it's got St. John's all the way over to Kinsley, and in the warning, it's a pretty good sized warning box, and it's moving northeast. So before long, I'm sure if they're not already talking about it down south, they'll be on the horn hollering, and it's going to make a beeline up through, if it keeps on its current track, it'll probably go through Salina and up this direction before it's all over with again.
Okay.
We'll catch you after a bit. KC0NER.
Andrew UJQ.
Okay.
Ellsworth site. 775, Pawnee Rock, and K-Link are now linked.
KS0LNK UJQ. I just relinked the northern half. Go through that spiel again, please, about Lincoln County.
I was just wondering if I should text you there, Justin. So there is a tornado warning for Lincoln County until 9 p.m. At 8:35 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Lucas, moving northeast at 70 miles an hour.
Roger that. I don't know if we have anybody in that area or not, but if they are, they can check in here.
Absolutely. And I also, possibly just before you relinked, mentioned that there's now that storm that's in Marion County is going to be moving into Dickinson and Morris counties. Those are both in the Topeka National Weather Service area, but I can go ahead and relay reports over there. I don't know if we have any, it's not going to be much in Dickinson County. It's probably going to be mostly Morris County. So I don't know if there's anybody there or not, but just thought I'd mention that too.
Okay, thanks, John.
5 BBG. I am on the backside of that storm now. I've got a clear shot to the east. I'm looking at what would be perhaps 2 miles or so south of Pilsen, and there's a definite lowering there. BBG in Marion County.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Can you make out if there is much rotation along with that?
Spot that. I can only see between the flashes of lightning, of course. I do not see any rotation, though.
Understood, absolutely. Thank you again, Don. And you seem to have a very handy porch location there. It seems like things come right past you on a fairly regular basis. So appreciate you checking in. KR0L.
When we moved here was a good spotting location. KB5 BBG.
Andrew UJQ sending tones.
Yeah,
I saw a little bit ago there's a tornado warning in Dickinson County again. N0XRM Mobile.
Did you get that pic I sent you, Mike? KC0NER?
Yes, I did. Who took that one?
A member of my babysitter's ball team took that. They were headed east trying to get home. I was just going to check. I guess we're going to make some sleeping arrangements. I'm going to have an extra set of bodies here in the house tonight, so I'll be back after bed. KC0NER.
You hope there's sleep involved.
I think that noise is coming via the Newton repeater. I'm going to hopefully delink it.
Microphone out from between your cheeks and hang it back up. Thank you. KC0NER.
I don't know how goddamn hard it can be to hang a microphone up. That's happened like 5 times today.
I'll either figure it out or I got a pair of scissors.
Hey guys, I don't know who it is or what it is, but it was coming from Newton and we delinked for the moment. So, KR0L.
All right, thanks, John. That's real frustrating.
D0HTF KR0L.
Hey, John, we had a few advances.
You guys can talk over the Echo Link traffic. It won't impact it.
Go up the track that this thing followed and see if there's any damage toward Hillsboro. Have you had any reports of that?
KD0HTF, can you give me a test transmission? I had a very strange transmission from you there.
Okay, test 1, 2, 3, test 3, 2, 1, KD0HTF.
Okay, got you now. Can you repeat your traffic, please?
Roger, we had some car problems, got them fixed, and I think we're going to go see if there was any damage up toward Hillsboro. Wondering if you'd had any reports of that?
Hold on a second. I'll check, and I did not have direct reports of damage, but I'm going to check my other sources, and give me 30 seconds. I have not copied any reports of damage. Although I will say KB5BBG was there in the north end of the Marion Reservoir, and I think things kind of went through his area, or I think it probably passed through some part of the Marion Reservoir area at any rate. So if that maybe gives you a clue, that's probably the best I have to offer you right now.
All right. Well, we're on 15 headed toward 56. When that thing went through, we were still in Gossel, but it went through overhead. It was not on the ground.
QSL, well, I'm glad that you're doing okay, and we are kind of wondering where you were, because I knew it wasn't like you to not be on the air during one of these things. So thanks for checking in, Russell, and Gene, I imagine, is with you. And thanks again.
This is WD0EUF.
KD0HTF, did you copy? WD0EUF calling you?
I heard his call sign, didn't know he was calling me. Go ahead, Stan, KD0HTF.
Patrick K0PMK was reporting some damage and some debris field on 27th Avenue and Arrowhead. He was indicating maybe a mile east and a mile north of that area. He was seeing some damage in a farmstead there. He did indicate that law enforcement and fire department was there at the location when he was in that area himself.
PMK. Correct. Correction on that. That was 27th and Buckskin. 27th Avenue and Buckskin is where it crossed at.
Would be just inside McPherson County, Roger.
That's about 4 miles into McPherson County. Basically go about a mile or two north of the Boundary Road, which I believe is Arrowhead, and then that's where it crossed at on 27th at least.
That's approximately where BH lives, and I heard him in here said he had seen it on the ground and then up and down. I didn't hear him in here with any damage reports. Bob, if you're still on the frequency, do you have anything to report?
Russell, I de-linked Newton because it was spewing noise onto the link. So Bob probably can't hear you right now, but I think the problem's cleared up, so when there's a quiet time, I'll relink.
All right, I'll stand down if you want to go ahead and do that.
West of him, so he should be okay.
All right, this is KR0L. I'm going to go check and see what's going on in Newton repeater and hopefully relink in a bit. KR0L, QSY.
KR0L, this is KC0IWS.
0IWF, go ahead, KR0L.
Yeah, I just happened to hop on for a little while tonight. I'm in Concordia. Just happened to notice the National Weather Service did issue a severe thunderstorm warning for Mitchell, Jewell County area. They've got a storm they're tracking southwest Beloit.
Thank you for jumping in here with that, and I also should announce that Newton is now linked back into K-Link, KR0L. And an update on the storm that is probably of the greatest consequence right now. It's crossing out of Marion County, probably passing through the Lost Springs area. Looks like it's south of Harrington and might pass a little bit to the east and north of Council Grove. KR0L. This is KR0L. I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. I last ate about 9 hours ago, so I'll be back in a few minutes. KR0L.
Okay, John, we'll be here and try to cover it up here.
KR0L, clear.
N0JQ, KC0GCM.
Still hanging in there, Tom?
QSL, I'm fixing to stop monitoring. I think you have my house phone number. If you would happen to hear that power fail alarm on ABU on VIX repeater, would you give me a phone call?
Yep, I can do that.
I'm not by the radio a whole lot, so anytime in the future, too, I'd appreciate it. Or a high temperature alarm, also.
Okay, I can do that, Tom.
It's reads KC0GCM.
N0UJQ.
KD0PSN. Mobile going through Salina here. I've got KE5 MED on trailer. We're going to really watch this next storm come in and see if it's going to hit Salina or not.
Sounds good. Looks like it's west of Ottawa County here, so I'm going to head home for a while and probably won't go out unless it's going to get close to us there. And KD0PSN, N0UJQ, just want to tell you did a good job tonight, Scott. Thanks.
You're welcome. I had to be doing it anyways. I'm also American Red Cross volunteer in the area, backup captain right now, and we're waiting for this next cell to go through, and then we're going to determine how many people need to be helped. We know at least a couple people have to be lodged. If more than 2, if we get 3 or more, we're going to set up a shelter tonight.
I hope that goes all right. And yeah, it turns out the Coronado spot up there was pretty good. I was kind of worried there at first you were going to be right in the middle of that thing and couldn't get out of there, but that happened to be perfect.
Yeah, it was definitely perfect. It was coming at us for a while, and then when it made its eastward turn, then it went back left and went back northeast. Only thing that was really pissed me off up there, you could hear it on the radio, was those people not listening. I had more and more people just standing out there recording it while lightning was hitting the ground all over us.
Yeah, you had said you had it in sight for like 10 minutes, and I was just right south of you there looking in the same direction, but I was just at regular eye level, and
there's a coyote running across the road, a couple of them. And, yeah, just me being down on ground level like that, I couldn't see the thing for the longest time, and then sure enough, it just kind of popped over the hill.
Yeah, that's happened to me too. I never could see ground scraping, but you can definitely see the stuff being picked up from the ground, though.
All right, I'm going to get off here, and I'll be listening. We'll catch you guys later. Enter UJQ.
Roger, KD0PSN. Trailer is K5MED. We're going to drop one vehicle off, and then we're going to probably position for this next cell coming in, see if it's going to hit the line again, and then from there, remember we still have a squall line to come through tonight, which will give high winds. This is just the first ingredients. We still got that big squall line.
I just noticed I'm back up to 71 degrees, and I'm just north of Minneapolis, and this is the warmest temperature, or it's tied for the warmest I've seen all day. So it's definitely still a potential.
Yeah, over here in North Carolina by St. John's, my truck temp is showing 73. I'm way back from Abilene, though. We got east of Abilene there, and my truck was being blown over the place, and we were way north of that Harrington storm. So there was a lot of wind coming from somewhere. But I was being blown over the place.
KR0L, back on frequency.
KR0L and 0UJQ. I'm going to sign off here. I'll be monitoring, but I'm just about home, so I'm going to take a break for a while. And 0UJQ.
Very good, Justin. I'm kind of considering doing the same. I don't think we have any eyes that are planning to get on this storm that's in Morris County right now. So thanks again, Justin. It's been a long day. KR0L. KD0HTF. KD0HTF. KR0L.
This is KD0HTF. Go ahead, John.
First report of damage in Marion County. Law enforcement advised power lines are down east of Highway 77 on 330th Road. So far, that's all that I've seen come across.
Okay, Roger. Appreciate that. We made a pass through Hillsboro and saw nothing. I think we dodged a bullet in this county.
I think so as well. I think it probably mostly passed north of there, and yep, that's good. Thanks, Russell. I'm kind of considering taking, I guess I shouldn't say packing it in for the night, because there may be another wave yet, but taking a break for now.
Yeah, I just pulled into the driveway at home, and I'm gonna hang it up and sit and watch radar and decide when I can go to bed.
All right, 73s to you. KR0L.
And by the way, you've been doing brilliant work today. I've appreciated every moment of it, John. Thank you much. KD0HTF.
KD0RWI. I'll probably be up and at it as long as it's west of us. As soon as it moves east of us, I'll probably leave with the rest of them.
Right, thank you for the kind words there, Russell. Appreciate it, and thanks to everyone that's participated tonight from me, and thanks to you, Ken. I'm going to go ahead and back out of here right now, and if it looks like I may be needed later, I'll drop back in, but for now, I'll check on out of here, and thanks for keeping an eye on things, and 73s from KR0L.
Your break, John, and thanks for doing the heavy lifting today, and stepping in there and just picking it up and running with it like you've done several times now. Definitely owe you. So enjoy it. Hopefully everybody monitors the radio and has weather radio, so we can wake you up and let you know if danger's coming again. KB0RWI.
All right, very good. Well, this is KR0L, and I'm going to be clear.
As I am officially home, so thank you very much. Thank you guys for being out there tonight. Appreciate it. K0PMK.
And thank you, Patrick, and Bob, and everybody else on that Heston, or the Halstead spot. Appreciate the work down here in the county and coming down to help.
wasn't intending to do that, but that's the way it worked out, and I probably picked the best way to get in there, and I was dead perfect where I needed to be. So, hey, thanks for the help. Thanks for you guys helping tonight, and let's hope the rest of the evening goes good. It sounds like it's still going for that. So, KS0LNK.
All right, everybody, just relax right now until it looks like we're under the gun again. I think we're going to be down here in EOC until it clears. KB0RWI.
This is KD0PSM with K5MED. We're going to go ahead and go out and spot that tornado that's on the ground by Hudson there. We're going to spot it for this line area.
0HTJ to net control.
RWI.
Looks like Rice is getting interesting again. Of course, it's getting interesting down in Sedgwick. Everything going okay?
Everybody up here is taking a breather, so if I need to take over for you, just let me know. I believe I can get access to the computer.
Just sending stuff out as I see areas getting interesting. I gotta get back down to Sumner though. It's getting hot and hitting South Wichita. W0HCJ, take care, Ken.
Right, I'm almost to the point where I'm gonna have my password for pigeon, so I'll be in there pretty soon, and we'll catch you in a bit. KB0RWI.
This is KR0L. I'm sitting in the next room, but I got the speaker turned up, so if I hear my call sign, I'll come back in here and do whatever's needed.
Right, you do that. Just take it easy for a while. You busted for I don't know, quite a while. Looks like 6 hours at least. So fantastic job though.
All right, thank you very much, Ken, and for being there. KR0L clear.
All right, John. We'll talk to you later. KR0L, KB0RWI.
This is KD0PSN. Can you guys hear me out there? Don't remember the letter sign for it.
Station calling. You were a little bit hot on the mic again. Go again.
Okay, is this any better? KD0PSN.
I call it yet. KB0RWI station, try it again. I'm surrounded by computers and TVs.
Alright, is this any better? KD0PSN.
KB0CSN?
This is KD0PSN.
Okay, not a good copy or not a good repeater, I don't know which. So, you're going to have to try it phonetically, or I'll just have to not keep trying here. This is KB0RWI, and I'll be monitoring if anybody has weather reports for the southern, or for the Wichita warning area. KB0RWI.
KD0PSN.
Kilo Bravo, 0 Bravo, Sugar, November.
That's Kilo Delta 0, Papa Sierra November, KD0PSN, and this is KE5MNE Mobile southbound 135.
Okay, thank you. KB5PSN. Did you have traffic?
I think he was trying to see if he could check into the machine just to make sure he was still making it in. We switched vehicles, so running same type of radio, but different rigs, so we're just mobile. We're monitoring. Other than that, no traffic. Appreciate it. KE5MNE.
There is. Where are you at on 135?
Just leaving Salina. I'm heading south. I'm not sure what mile marker yet. I'm still on the 200 machine in Salina, so I'm not too far out.
Right, well, Wichita, which is single digits on 135, is right now under a tornado warning, so I just wanted to make sure you weren't driving directly into that, so Just thought I'd give you that information.
QSL, we're just heading down here south of Milo a bit, then wait for that storm that's down toward Hutch to move its way up this way and see what we see. Anyway, appreciate the traffic, appreciate you being there. This is KE5 M&E Mobile.
This is KD0AZZ up in the Clay Center. Channel 13, Topeka is reporting that Wichita has a major tornado on the ground moving into downtown there at this time. KD0AZZ.
Tornado is going to pass on the extreme south side of Wichita. KB0 RWI.
Yes, KE5 M&E Mobile.
10-0UJQ, KC0NER.
I'm changing a diaper, Jay. I'll listen.
I just noticed between Great Bend and Lyons, we're going to have a repeat of our earlier performance. I just thought I'd let you know that. Have fun with your diaper. Yeah, KC0NER.
Oh, that's got to be an impressive sight. KD0AZZ.
I heard you, Jay. N0UJQ.
Kent, I have lost my internet here, so I am not going to be able to continue the 8.5 net control. I've sent a note to Randy to see if he could take over. Anyone else can take over net control that has NWS chat.
We might be on emergency power here. I don't know whether we have internet here either. So we'll have to check that out ourselves. So I don't know what's going on outside. So I'm just now getting to where I can find my password.
Where do you guys need somebody on chat? Do you need it on a K-Link or do you need it on another repeater?
Hey, this is KR0L. Justin, they're talking about a repeater in south of Wichita there. Harvey, I can do that. Were you saying you need somebody on chat on the 8.5?
That's capability.
I think I doubled with you. Were you saying you need somebody on the 8.5?
Back. I now have internet up again. It's now back up. Thank you. K-Link would be the next one.
The Wichita Weather Service has taken shelters, so we're not reporting anything to them.
Yeah, but Topeka's in the room, so it's still valid to send reports there. I am in weather chat for Topeka and Wichita. If anybody needs anything passed along, I can do it from here. N0UJQ, but only on K-Link. I can't hear any of the Wichita repeaters up here.
Back to the 8.5. I now have internet. This is W0HTJ. Thanks a lot.
I guess they're reporting a tornado near Lyons. Southwestern Saline County just went under a tornado warning.
KR0L, I know we had some stations in the Wichita area earlier. I'd just like to pass along the National Weather Service has just declared a tornado emergency for the Wichita metro area. Repeated tornado emergency for the Wichita metro area. Confirmed large, violent, and extremely dangerous tornado is located near Hayesville, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. Local media is reporting that it is moving directly into Wichita, heading towards the downtown and northeast parts of town. So if there is anybody monitoring this news repeater in the Wichita area, you should be seeking shelter now, please. This is KR0L. 0HTJ, go ahead.
Anybody to fire up the 1.3 net? I cannot reach 1.3 from my location. Russ, if he's on, he could probably reach 1.3.
Where is the 1.3 repeater?
In Beaumont, Kansas. I think it's either Eastern, Butler, or the next county over.
Not one that I can hit, but let's stand by. Is there anyone on frequency that can hit the Beaumont repeater? Please go now.
K-Link, see if anyone's there.
We are linked into K-Link. You go right ahead, Harvey.
General plea to the email list. Thanks a lot. This is W0HTJ going back to the E5.
All right, thanks, Harvey. KR0L.
What's Harvey needing?
He was looking for somebody to be net control on the Beaumont repeater.
Somebody said they couldn't hit it. I don't even know how to get this thing into VFL mode here.
Me, it said I couldn't hit it. I wouldn't know. I don't have a rig like that over here. wouldn't know exactly what to tell you there, Kent.
8800R, you could look that up.
Kent, I have information for you. Are you ready to copy? First, I'll give you information about the repeater. The repeater is at 145.13. Repeating, 145.13. Tone is 156.7. Tone 156.7. Copy so far?
Copy.
On your rig, to put it into VFO mode, there should be a key that's labeled Z/M, and it says it should switch to frequency control for the left band between VFO and memory.
Is KB0 RWI?
Kent. Not copy anything from you there, Kent. Kent, I'm assuming it's your radio there that's doing this. When you key up, I'm getting a DTMF digit from you, and that is all.
Okay, do you copy me now?
Yeah, all better now.
Okay, I thought I had it, but now I have, it says home port radio.
Control. I know it's possible to put it into VFO mode, but without actually being at the radio, it's pretty hard to say. I think there's a book manual for that thing in a box, like back there in that corner, maybe. You might find, but I don't know. It looks like it's the thing's out in Andover now, and so I don't know how pressing the need is, but anyway, I just thought I'd let you know.
UJQ, KE5MD.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, I got power flashes. I'm over here. What road are we on again? On a road and off of Highway 81 south, and getting on. But I'm getting power flashes over here toward Marquette.
Yep, I'd say it's on the ground there.
Too many radios going on.
You're at Muir Road, or you're seeing flashes that you think is over at Muir Road?
Power flashes to my northwest. I'm at Rainbow Road and 14th Avenue, northeast of Johnstown.
Roger that, okay. It looks like it's going to miss Lindsberg again, just like it did earlier today, and probably take pretty much the same track, except a little bit more southerly. It's going slightly more to the east than it was earlier today.
We'll let this pass, and we'll try to follow back up like Scooter did last time. You and Scooter did. Listen, sorry I didn't get to meet y'all today. I got called into work and monitored y'all as at the theoretical links, so have fun. We'll all be monitoring KE5MD.
Yeah, we had one extra show up, so it worked out. Keep watching for power flashes there, N0UJQ. And Jesse, for your information, if you wanted to go north, you should be safe all the way up to the road that's north of, on the north edge of Lindsberg, which is Wheat Ridge Road. It looks like it's going to pass to the north of there. N0UJQ. If somebody's on 147.27 in Salina, listening over there, and they're also here, you're sitting on your mic probably.
KB0RWI here. I did have it on VFO mode and on frequency, and trying to figure out how to get it set to the tones.
Right, good enough, Kent. That system is out there kind of by Andover, El Dorado area at this point. So, don't know for sure if you'd even be able to hit Beaumont from Newton, but you probably got a better chance than I do. You've got a much higher tower over there. So, good enough, KR0L.
Debbie, I've been monitoring your station. Could you possibly tell me quickly if I'm clear of the path of this tornado, if I am about 4 miles east on Highway 4, about 6 miles south of Salina?
What about Highway 4 south of Salina?
Roger that. About 6 miles south of Salina, 3.5, 4 miles east on 4.
Salina is currently under a tornado warning. There's currently a tornado headed that way from Lindsberg, so they've gone ahead and put tornado warning for Salina. So I don't know where you're at from that, because I'm at the mercy of the TV and away from the monitor, so just be careful out there.
After that, we will. We're just going to stop where we're at for now. By the way, we're due south of Walnut, and it looks like during the certain lightning flashes, we can see the outline of this monster, and it should be crossing right in front of us.
Okay. Yeah, it's big. Lindsberg is out of electricity, and I believe that it is approaching Salina, so I'll go look at her radar and come back. KB0RWI.
This is a station that was south of Salina. Where did you say you were at again?
Station east of Salina. I would be heading south if you at all could, because it looks like there's large hail, and it's heading to Salina, and I see a very large hail core that is going to go south of Salina, so it is definitely not a good situation to be where you're at.
Jackson, this is getting ridiculous.
What part of it?
The whole line of tornado warnings pointed right at me.
Yeah, among other things.
Guys, K5JBW, I'm still southeast of Salina if you need any kind of reports from me. Otherwise, I am heading south to make sure we're out of the way. If there's anything I can do from here to let y'all know what's going on, I will. K5JBW monitoring.
Yeah, the K5JBW, you're just going to want to make sure that you're south of the Assyria exit.
Give me on APRS if you need to, K5JBW.
WB0SRP, N0UJQ.
Go ahead, Justin.
Okay, Mike, N0XRM, N0UJQ, you still on?
Yeah, go ahead. Sitting here watching.
Just wanted to give the heads up that cell coming into the south end of Salina there is kind of merging with this other thing further southwest, and the southwest tip of that's tornado warned, and it looks like it's headed more northeast again, probably going to come right through here.
Oh, lovely.
Wanted you guys to have a heads up. Take a 90-minute nap, and I'll call you.
Okay.
The N0UJQ.
Kind of hard to sleep with hurricane force winds and thunder going on, and this stuff on TV. That is SRP. Thanks, Justin.
Thanks, Justin. N0XRM. KD0AZZ, my apartment building just took a direct lightning shot. KD0AZZ.
What'd you say about a lightning shot?
My apartment building just took a direct hit from bolt lightning.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Well, I'll free this up so if other people want to use it, I'll keep monitoring N0XRM.
I'll keep listening to KD0AZZ.
N0XRM, W0KHP.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just got this radio set up here at the house. I'm just testing it. Does it get in and repeat all right?
Yep, sound good. You got a little bit of frying in the background, but other than that, you're fine.
Okay, W0KHP.
Okay, well, have a good evening, and we'll keep making noise out here. Stuff happens. N0XRM.
This is W0HGJ. Jay, go ahead. Lost track of all the chasers that were working the storm and stayed on 8-5 as long as they could. So now they're working 1-3. I didn't know how you were doing here. Just checking in. This is W0HGJ. We don't have anything going on here. I wasn't able to pull 1-3 in. I'm just getting the S1 here. Roger that. So with the weather up in Saline and Ellsworth, you getting any reports up there? Went out to get my radio. I was going to try to plug it in. All that I would have had to have done was get the tones and try it. But I haven't heard anything since I've been back in here for the past 4 or 5 minutes. Meetings
severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. 6 miles north of Geneseo.
I believe I'll just go standby if there's anybody in Salina that's up there to come back and give a report.
Andrew, UJQ.
Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, there's a new rotation area in a cell just south of Culver entering my county up here. I'm going to go down and try to watch that if I can get out of town here. As far as Saline County, they've got spotters out there on their own net and reporting separately from here. So they've got Saline County pretty well covered.
Harvey, working their own net locally, and that's fine. Just want to know if we had to worry about it. W0HTJ.
There was a spotter in the Brookville area for Saline County that reported a lowering in the clouds north of his position, and that coincides with the radar starting to show a new area of rotation just south of Culver.
All right, thanks a lot, Justin. KB0RWI.
I was being distracted. Do you think that's getting reported? Do we need to report that?
I think Saline County was reporting that.
HTJ. RWI, W0HTJ.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I think I'm going to call it. I'm going to go ahead, at least myself, and shut down. If you need me, just send me an email. Otherwise, it's dark out there, and our folks shouldn't be doing much more than looking out a window at this point. Would you agree?
Yeah, pretty much sounds that way, and sounds like what's coming is going to be hail and wind, so been a long day, and thanks a lot, Harvey, for picking up what you did for me.
And the rest, and everybody who worked on the K-Link this evening, thank you very much. We got a lot of good information into the National Weather Service and helped them out. You all have a good evening. W0HTJ, clear.
KB0RWI, still monitoring. Station, go with some of that again. Okay, Justin, are you still there? If things are still the way they are, there's a lot of people listening on radio reference, and I caught part of that. I take it you're on Echo Link, and you're trying to reach family. Might want to try it again and just go with the pertinent information like location and county, and I'll try to let you know what I do know, and I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, we've got active weather in the area here, so we kind of need to cut the chit-chat down a little bit. Southern Wichita, sustained damage. Central and northern, I think, is okay. KB0RWI, N0UJQ.
Go ahead. Sounds like you got hail, Justin.
Well, I got pretty big rain, and there's a little bit of small hail in there. Just FYI, I'm headed from Minneapolis to Bennington to try to get a little bit on the other side of this one. I think the tail end of this cell that's in Ellsworth County moving across means business here, so I'm going to try to get on the south side of it.
All right. Let me know. And station in Qatar, I think he gave you the information, so KB0RWI clear. KJ5 BLC, I believe. I appreciate that. I believe our last line is the dry line is moving through, and we're hoping that's it. So, and it looks like we'll just have what I want to say, squall line come through with some hail, so appreciate that. But give me a call one more time, and we'll definitely be glad to take the assistance there. All right, KJ4 Lima Charlie, appreciate it, and definitely hope we don't need it, but I do have your call written down here, and I'll make a note of that. And thank you very much. KB0 RWI, Harvey County, USC.
N0UJQ, WB0SRP. You okay out there?
Yep, I'm good, thanks.
All I've got here is wind, light rain, and flash lightning off to the south. WB0SRP.
I've been in some, maybe dime-sized hail, not much of it. Really heavy rain in the Bennington area. I'm headed back west towards Culver now, N0UJQ.
Okay, it shows that thing at Bennington's about the heaviest. There's some west, they're getting along 18 now, and there's one finger comes up here to almost Clyde County. Most of it's going on into Clay County. WB0SRP.
Yeah, I see Salina's under the gun for the third time today.
Yep.
Hey guys, any word on Salina?
I heard, hey guys, any word on V, and then I think lightning wiped you out there. Try it again.
This is KYE. Just wanted to know if there was any word on the tornado over Salina right now for the third time.
By Salina? No, I'm not. They're running their own net down there in Saline County, and I'm not listening to it right now. I've got too many other things going on the radio here.
It's not a problem. I was just checking to make sure.
I'm watching on the radar, and they've got real heavy rotation just south of Brookville, so it's not looking good.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, and that's what I'm seeing. But I'll keep you posted what I got here at KWU. This is KD0YE, over out.
All right, N0UJQ.
So UJQ, KB0RWI, they just showed that the dry line is still out west of Dodge, so still not out of the woods. KB0RWI.
Okay. It angles to the northeast, though, doesn't it? So I'm thinking it's probably right about to Lincoln up here.
N0UJQ from KC0NER.
Go ahead.
Are you still out there playing on that cell down by Salina?
I'm on K18 westbound, about straight south of Minneapolis. I'm going to head over by Culver. Catch this little thing that's over at Lincoln moving our way.
Okay. Now, in case you haven't got the latest trend, things are starting to go severe thunderstorm instead of tornadic. So it looks like that one that you were headed for originally might be becoming a whole lot less organized also.
Alrighty.
Of course, my wife just informed me that the TV said they've got one down by Brookville, so it's headed towards Salina from what the TV told her.
Yeah, on the radar, that one doesn't look very nice.
And how far is Brookville from Salina? I'm not too sure on that. Sorry, KD0KYE once again.
I think it's about 12 west of Salina or so.
It's in one of those perfect locations I can't get a good radar signature from her to save my soul from 3 different directions. So I hope if they're seeing it, they got eyes on it or glued to it and is not running around trying to hurt somebody. I'm just checking on you. We'll be listening here a little bit. KC0NER.
Yeah, I'm getting back in heavy rain and hail now again. N0UJQ.
KD0KYE, over and out.
Hey, Jay, did you get the latest severe thunderstorm warning, KD0AZZ?
Dean, I've got multiple radios and such going. Did you have traffic?
Yeah, I just wondered if you got the latest warning they put out for southeastern Clay and your area and that.
I did. We're in the middle of the rain, and every once in a while I get a little hail, so I'm watching. We'll be listening. KC0NER.
Okay. Well, my apartment building took a lightning strike a little while ago. KD0AZZ.
Well, looks like a squall line to me, for the most part. KC0NER.
Yeah, with the cold air funnel hanging down nicely right now. Oh, probably west of Bennington a little ways.
So you're the reason that red box is still there?
No, that's a different red box.
Well, you keep an eye on that. I'm going to take a little nap.
Yeah, I'm on my way home, and I'm done for the night.
Well, be careful, and thanks again.
Sure thing.
KC0NER.
K0JWH. Good night, Jay. Awesome job there, Jackson, KD0AZZ.
Thanks. Go ahead, Jordan. It's about time you showed back up.
No, the world of no dead spots. Oh, I think their hub went down in the middle of me chasing. That was nice.
Probably just a little rain fade was enough to do it, huh?
Well, if they had that thing fixed up there with peeling wire or what, but all I know is I wasn't getting out.
Man, I really don't like spotting at night.
Because if it was, daylight, you'd be able to have almost constant visual contact with it, but at night you might see it once every hour or so, if you're lucky, which the further east I went, the more trees that were in the way, so I couldn't see a darn thing, so finally after I got east of El Dorado, it just started to kind of outrun me, so I decided just to call it. I've got 228 pictures to edit.
Yeah, I didn't take that many. I was driving when I was photoing, so I probably took 20 total.
I tried to take some while driving, but it started to get and then if I lighten them enough, they looked fuzzy, so I don't know. Oh yeah, so down in Oklahoma, I got 2 tornadoes in one shot. One big beefy tornado was straight west of me. Then it had a rope that formed up just south of it, like within about a minute or so. And then the rope turned into a nice elephant trunk. And then the main one was a nice stovepipe. The stovepipe dissipated, well actually kind of got smaller and smaller, finally dissipated. Then the secondary one kept dissipating, reforming, and then finally had crossed the road. But I mean, I was close enough, probably within a mile, I could see a lot of debris.
I saw my fair share of debris falling and getting picked up and whatnot too. And man, that first round there, the one that I followed from clear west of Coronado Heights there all the way up to into Clay County, Salina really dodged a bullet on that one because that storm cycled just right at the right time, and the tornado basically fell apart out by the airport on the west side. And by the time it got its act back together and had another tornado on the ground, it was just past the northeast corner of town there.
I hear that. I got to call one of the local radio stations here. They've been reporting that a chaser possibly died, but I think it was just part of confusion. They might have just been monitoring. If it was because they were monitoring us, it was just we couldn't get a hold of him. The guy that lives in a certain area, and he was concerned about his wife and daughter. He tried to drive up there. We couldn't get him on the radio for a while, and then come to find out the tornado actually did go through that area.
Oh, okay. So did you find out he's okay?
Yeah, he came up on the radio after that, saying that it had confirmed that the tornado had gone through that area. So I got to call this radio station, make sure they're not, spreading that around.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Justin, for opening the door. You're headed in now. It's raining and blowing.
Yeah, I've had 57 degrees here for the last 45 hours. Now it's back up to 60. I wish it would stay down there because I'm tired of it for tonight.
65 here. It hasn't hardly dropped off any this evening, but it's not raining too hard here. That one little red thing's getting off up this way, but it's getting yellowish looking. Thanks a lot. You did a good job, everybody on there. WSRP.
Yeah, they got that cell that's severe warned. It's headed up towards Wakefield, of course, and that's got one of those kinks in the storm front there that you will sometimes spin up a tornado if there's enough of a gust front out ahead of that, but it's the kind of thing that you really can't warn for ahead of time too much because they happen and go away so quick.
Yeah, I think they've just put that down pretty much, just severe thunderstorms. I don't know, it's going through here right now, Wakefield, Green, and whatever there. I guess it's still going, but pretty much the other one out there, Salina, I think they said it had diminished.
Well, go get you some sleep, because you've probably been up about as long as I have. I've been up since 4:30.
I doubled a little bit. I said, there's another one coming out there about Holyrood area where they've been coming, but it's just yellow this time.
Thanks, guys. I'm just going to sit here and watch it rain and the wind blow. N0XRM.
Okay, if you need me, give me a phone call. That was SRP.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah, see you, Mike. Good night. N0UJQ.
Yep, good night, Justin. I'm going to let this one get out of here and quiet down, and then I'll probably think about going to bed. Yeah, Redding's right in line.
Is anybody still monitoring down at Newton with the Skywarn outfit? Kent or John or one of you guys? N0UJQ?
0JWH, I'm chat up.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I was just going to let you know I'm going to turn in for the night. And I was curious up here in Kansas if you'd heard any reports of large hail. I was just wondering if that confirmed for today, because I don't remember seeing much around in the way of hail other than just, like the normal 1-inch size stuff.
As far as the south end, I really didn't hear either. I didn't hear many hail reports just because we're reporting tornadoes left and right. And those LSRs were just insane for tornado reports. But yeah, I didn't hear many hail reports either. But good job today. You guys kept on it. I was actually pretty darn jealous. I was driving down south into Oklahoma, with almost clear skies, and was kind of envious there. But luckily, there wasn't much damage up there or much life-threatening stuff up there. So, yeah, by the time that you had read my text message about listeners, I think it had jumped up to about 1,500 people.
Yeah, I'd never seen it that high. About just under 1,100, I think, is where I saw it. But yeah, that's pretty amazing. Just have that going on there. I always wonder how their servers can handle that.
Yeah, me too. And that's kudos to everybody involved, because I think the day that they had the Dallas tornadoes, I think the Tarrant County people got up to about 1,500 viewers as well. So, yeah, wow. But yeah, I'm almost home. I gotta turn in. I got all my pictures transferred over to my laptop, so I just gotta go through and edit all those. I'm just gonna pick out my favorites for now, edit them, and then worry about the rest of them later.
Okay, Jordan. Sounds good. If you want to get a hold of me tonight, you're going to have to set off my weather radio, because that's all I'm going to have on. I'll catch you later. Enjoy UJQ.
Hey, man, take care. K0LNK.